and it stopped it and started it. Wow, okay, that was impressive. I don't know what I hit. I didn't touch anything on the screen. My cursor's not even near it. What did I hit? Did I touch something I didn't do? Okay, that's impressive how I did that. Um, concerned now. I'm afraid of what I might touch again, so I'm just going to avoid all those. Okay, that one worked. I do not know what I did. I honestly don't. So, okay, that works. So there we go. So it might drop for a second and then come right back up. If anybody sees it. I seriously don't know. God, I have the worst time. Here, I'll throw an ad in there.
That's weird. You get the triumph for doing
Let's
just the
try
solo, not the solo flawless. Very interesting.
Let me try this. Uh, try this.
Just put this big ass TV in here.
Uh-huh. That's my next project, but it's not going to be as advanced in his table like he has. But I have that
Oh,
TV
now we're
sitting.
going to ads.
Oh, did it go to an ad? Oh
Well, for
shit!
me, it did. Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, it says it's running one
On,
right now. I'm
on
experimenting a little bit with settings, and I didn't realize it was going to go off. Crap! Did I click something? Is my mouse going nuts again? No. Okay. Oh, because I have the screen sitting in a. Oh, you piece of junk. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to go to the advancement of what he's doing on that screen. This is just one example. I really like his table because he does have dice towers that.
Why does it have to taunt me with food ads?
Oh, sorry. Is that what's on there?
Yeah, it's an ad for Pizza Hut.
Oh shit.
Or no, this is Papa John's. Like, why you gotta taunt me with that?
It's food. I guess
I have a
because
map. Where's my map?
the map, the map.
Because I will never do this bit without a map because it's a pain in the ass to get around in. So you go to Garden of the Prophet. So we're at Hallowed Grounds right now. So that's
I mean, I really like what the guy did with this table, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't have. I mean, I got a table saw, but it ain't really my table saw. But I have another saw that I could do. So I'd be like, yeah, I love it. Footage, yeah. And then the dice towers he puts in and everything. I'm like, yeah, you ain't gonna see me do that. They're nice, but no. And I've got it muted, so that's why I can't hear him. I just got or the closed captioning because I don't want to have an audio issue.
um, hello.
But I do
There.
like what he did with this table. He took an old table and repurposed it into this, and I'm like,
Yeah,
There we go. He's dead. Okay.
it's a lot of work to be done
We're
on it
not
to
done yet.
make all that.
Oh,
So
we know we
yeah. And again, see, he's got more tools than I have to do it
Shattered.
with.
So I need to go to the Shattered Cliffs now.
yeah,
So I got to double back.
Mine's
Go
just
to
going to
out of the
be literally a frame. Like you could take this and set it on top of a table. I'm going to put felt under the backside of it so it'll slide around a little bit so you can not scratch the surfaces. I'm just, but it's going to be open in the back, but able to run two cords to like a laptop or a computer or something. And then that way you can project the screen up. And I mean, it's glass front, so this son bitch is going to be heavy. It really isn't going to be moved a lot. Oh, I thought it was something else. I don't know what it is. I'm losing my mind. Yay!
It's this way, isn't it? Yeah, there's an acolyte there. Oh, fuck! I knew it would spit out a captain. I didn't expect the phalanx to be there to go away.
Oh, that's how I do. Oh, I gotta be careful. Okay, I'm gonna close that.
The fact that this labyrinth architect is just sitting there and keeps trying to push me off the corner means I'm just gonna be like, there we go, I baited him into solid ground.
I really like that graviton lance.
Oh. So that means...
Remember, I'm ready to start whenever you guys are.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm ready to go.
Kill this. Oh, ignore those. Sorry. Here we go. You don't need to see that. It's all yours. 3,
Okay.
2,
Action.
and I point. You
Action.
can't see me.
All right. Again, if you're interested in checking out the books for this game, velvetfanggames.com. We're not sponsored by them or anything, but be nice.
Please?
I was literally about to make that joke.
No. I mean,
No,
I
we're
kind of already
desperate.
went for it, but
We're desperate for money. Please give us it.
We're not sponsored, but
Our
please.
No.
weapons are degrading. Somebody's little Batman. What do they call that? The bat hook thing. He needs to have that fixed up
Grappling
and
hook?
greased. Yeah,
Or
the
bat hook?
grappling hook. Yeah, he needs his grappling hook fixed. He's just hanging around lately. That's all he does now.
My hammer.
but yes,
period.
check out
Yeah.
their books. They're free, and without them, this game is not possible. So
Potatoes.
Potato.
And we need lots of hammer polish. So if you could,
yeah,
Leo needs some
someone in
hammer
particular
polish.
is gonna really want that polish.
Yeah.
I can't make a living without my polish.
All his gear looks shit.
Some of it's getting a little rusty too. They are exos. They do
Wonderful.
need that stuff. So some exo grease would be handy too.
I am sleek, thank you very much.
You're fat.
Okay, that's just rude.
Rude.
I am husky. There's a difference.
I'm big boned. All right.
Husky is a term used
All
for
right.
living beings, not robots.
Okay, sorry, Dave.
All right. When we last left our heroes, Uro Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo 11, Ash 6, and their ghosts, Diving Bell, Paradox, Nova, and Dragonfly,
It's like you're
the
pointing
party
at me.
battled against the newly spawned Hydra in the central lobby of the Icetober facility. After some fierce exchanges, Elias decided to bring the building down, setting off some charges and collapsing the roof onto the Hydra, effectively killing it. After exploring the third floor and gathering what information they could find, the party returned to Malachi with the information. Needing some time to review it, Malachi advised he let them know what he finds. So while the party waits, they have some free time on their hands. So you guys did go to bed following this, so you guys have all had a full rest. Who's gonna wake up first?
I feel like it would be either me or Ash.
Yeah, definitely.
Exos.
That you guys sleep?
I mean,
We go
exos
in
are
hibernation.
exos can do everything normal humans, like in lore. Exos can do everything normal humans can because if
We
they
go into
couldn't,
hibernation. There's a
if they
difference.
couldn't feign sleep, they would go insane.
Okay.
So we can sleep, but it's not really sleep. It's just we approximate it, I guess. So yeah,
Alright,
we're
so-
probably the ones to wake up first.
So between the two of you, who wants to start?
You can go ahead.
Alright, then I guess I'll be
I don't really
waking
have
up
much.
first.
All right, so how is your apartment situated?
Not very big. I can say that much.
Like, kind of describe what your place looks like, so you can
He's
Get
in
an
my
idea.
closet.
Yo, this is fucking Bender and Fry.
Look, let her just open the door. Hey, Rose.
What's up,
Hey.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in your closet.
I would honestly, I would. I guess the best way to describe my room would be something you would probably see in like a dormitory, except it's only one bed because I'm alone.
Because I'm alone.
You could stay with
All right,
me.
and so your ghost will pop up beside you and just kind of like tap you on the shoulder. Morning.
I don't know.
I haven't heard anything from Malachi yet. I'm assuming we'll hear something soon, but kind of free to wander about today.
Ooh, my relic armor. I need to go check on that.
Okay. So as far, well, let me actually pull this up because I actually kind of forgot about the relic armor.
Wow.
But my relic armor.
Wow.
Listen. This
I
won't take
need
but a moment.
I need it so I can be more bulky.
Okay,
He just
so
wants to be more chunky.
He needs to be thick.
now
Exponential.
about the cost of it though,
I did
the
pay for it.
cost. Okay, so yeah, you did you pay for it entirely? I'm forgetting.
I
Okay.
paid it up front.
Okay.
Lies, he didn't pay for any of it.
Where's my money?
So the armor is actually ready for you at the shop.
Fuck yeah. I'm about to be a chunky.
He about the buzz.
He about to be chunky.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and go and get my armor situated.
All right, and Nova just kind of hovers around you as you get set for the day. All right, so
After
then I guess with that, then we jump over to Ash.
Yeah. Okay. So I imagine that Ash's place is just a mess of it's just a mess of files or research materials. All of
Just
them
papers
hive
kind of just
corpses.
tossed about.
Those hive corpses that she's been stockpiling are kind of, they're not just on the floor, but they are like her I imagine she just has a whole place, right? And her
Yeah,
kitchen
you have your own
table,
apartment.
her kitchen table is just, there's just a a hive corpse just on her kitchen table.
Wow. Okay.
She just doesn't have anywhere else to put. She can't she does all this stuff is off the record, so she can't requisition any containment. So she has to make do with what she has.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, technically, would she be part of the Vanguard then?
She
well, I imagine
Ash
that
is a guardian, but she doesn't necessarily work closely with the Vanguard at all.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You could technically just requisition shit from Malachi.
I could, but that would be expensive.
Expensive.
Sounds like sibling.
No, I just find the idea of her going to get breakfast and there's just a corpse on the table. It's damn.
It's like, oh.
You
Damn.
just go to your fridge for some leftover ramen, and there's just a corpse just sitting on the table that you're just sitting
She
eating the
she
ramen.
sits down and she just
Fuck.
lightly shoves it to the side, so she has room for her bowl. No, but her place best. So she just kind of. But I imagine Ash gets up, gets up and basically, I don't know. She goes to get something small and then starts she starts kind of organizing the stuff that she was working on previously, because while her research is everywhere, it is somewhat organized. It's not just papers all over the place. It's just
Alright,
file stacks.
So as you're kind of working on organizing the stuff in the room, Your ghost will come kind of floating into the room and goes, "Oh, you're awake.
Yeah,
I've been
did
reviewing some of the information we've been finding. So far it's been a lot of junk, but there's still a lot more to sift through."
well, I mean, we'd be too lucky if everything we found was helpful.
Yeah, that's why it's information gathering. We gotta sift through all the garbage to get to the good stuff. So, what's on the agenda today?
Well, until we actually until Malachi actually contacts us, it's just a more of this. Unless we can find like, see if you can find anything about Hive showing up on Earth. Maybe we can go out and get some more subjects.
I'll peek around and see what information I can gather on that. May take a little time. Hive have been sporadic, and the new Vex threat seems to be a little more on the minds of the Vanguard lately.
Yeah, but considering the Dark Blade we fought, I wouldn't be surprised if they're planning something. I wouldn't be surprised if they're planning something big.
I'll take a look around, see what I can find.
I
All
guess
right.
that's about it.
All right, so that'll end for you. Then Uros and Elias, who among you wants to go next?
Just the small.
I guess.
So I guess we know who's sleeping in.
Yeah. I guess I'm just waking up and just
I love that shit. It's so
fucking
good.
getting about my day and getting a shower and breakfast.
All right. So as you're getting breakfast, your ghost Paradox kind of comes up into the room here to you and greets you. Good morning.
Morning.
Any information on the feed today?
I haven't seen anything so far. I'm just waking up, I guess, before you a little bit.
Yeah, I've been helping Nova and Dragonfly try to work out some of the information we gathered. It was a long night.
Fair enough. Anything interesting to report?
Sadly, no. It's really just been a lot of junk. Just a lot of numbers that we can't pin anything to.
Well, it's somewhere to start, at least.
Yeah, and there's still a lot more to sift through, so it'll take more time, but we're putting our heads together on it.
Oh, that's good.
By the way, that hunter we met in the street the other day, they're gonna be competing again in the Crucible today.
Oh?
I kind of thought it might be interesting. I mean, since we're kind of sitting around and we don't really have a whole lot to do, maybe we go check it out.
We could. Do you want to get the others and make it a kind of a plan out of it, I guess?
I mean, we can see what everyone else is up to.
I have a feeling Eros is asleep still.
Somehow it
No.
wouldn't surprise me.
I guess we can see. I know that Theo would be interested, but I don't know about Ash. She doesn't seem like the Crucible type.
Yeah, I mean, we can still extend the invitation.
Can Exos get drunk?
You know, I don't really know. I've never really seen one get drunk.
We'll have to test that theory.
Just planning on getting them
Blitzed.
fucked up.
I'm game.
Oh God, I'm already imagining something here, and I don't want to share it.
Bad things are about to happen, man.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, boys and girls.
I was literally about to say
Who's ready to get fucked up?
that.
All right. So, did you want to do anything else before you head out for the day?
I'm going to basically get ready to go talk to Banshee to commission some things.
Ooh.
Because
Okay.
one of our group is currently working on a gun, so I plan on also.
Okay.
Jealous
Imagine
of,
using a gun.
jealous of action.
Imagine
or
using a
imagine-
melee weapon that fucking can fail.
At least I don't have to worry about my gun jamming.
My gun hasn't jammed, thank you.
Nor is mine. I just miss a lot.
No, you hit your target. My ass.
All right. So,
Never gonna let me live that down.
It's funny because you shot me in the ass. All I got is like, get this mark.
so while you head out to go speak to Banshee, we're gonna jump over to Uros real quick. Uros, diving bell is over your head, going beep 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 beep
Oh, I'm just
beep.
waiting for Diving Bell to just start smashing into his face to wake him
It's
up.
like I was just imagining he's gonna park himself right on my forehead and do that sound and vibrate at the same time. It's
I like the idea that
If you're laying on your back,
ghost,
that's exactly what he does.
I like the idea of his ghost like hovering over his head, and instead of like making like an alarm clock and beeping noise, he just starts screaming beep over it.
That's what I'm saying he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's screaming beep. Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant he was like I thought you meant he was like doing like an alarm clock.
No, like
noise.
yeah, because he can't make a beeping noise himself, so he's just yelling beep at him.
I just reach up, grab a pink. I hear you. I am awake. Ugh.
You're sleeping in. It's
awake.
time to get up.
For what?
You got school at 9.
You
Oh,
got school.
5 more minutes, Mom. Oh, and see, the dog even gets in on it.
You couldn't have had that much to drink last night.
No, I just wanted to sleep.
Well, it's time to get up, and he just kind of knocks you on your head.
Pong.
I just look at him. You want me to throw you again?
You can throw me, but you're just going to be damaging your wall.
You're
Yeah,
raw.
Your wall.
I understood
You
it.
said that with an R.
Yarr. Oh,
I slurred my words. Shut up.
The narrator has been confirmed to be drunk today.
Not drunk.
It's my turn.
Unprofessional. It's my turn.
Take a number. I get up. I guess fine. Open up the fridge to what would I have in my fridge?
So
see.
you'd have like, I mean, some basic groceries.
Okay, I just make.
I mean,
some-
depending on how much you choose to have in your fridge is kind of up to you. But I mean, you'd have at least basic groceries.
I'll grab something to drink and then head off to the bathroom to get showered and cleaned up and not smell like something the hive, dragged in.
Yeah.
I feel like it's targeted. I feel like it's been targeted. I want to appreciate that.
All right, so you finish showering and you're getting all dressed up for the day, and Diving Bell comes back in the room and goes, "Hey, we get a message. Elias wants to meet up."
He
Get a
say,
shit shower and shave in 5 minutes.
he say for what?
He says we're gonna go watch a Crucible match.
Oh, okay, let's go.
All right.
I'm just waiting for this to actually be the introduction of a new player that Dave hasn't talked to us about.
Oh my god, that was so epic.
Oh, it's coming. I mean,
Uh-oh.
it's gonna happen,
Oh shit.
but it
What did he
happens
say?
organically.
Yeah, this is the organic moment.
By the way, here's our new player. What?
You know, now that I
What?
think about it, um, Ajax's old hunter, like he has like personality for G2 characters. His old hunter was literally like the edgy hunter stereotype.
I have one of those already.
Oh my god.
Name's Juno.
Oh god, that's right.
Wait, I thought she was a warlock.
No, Ross is the warlock.
Oh.
Yeah, Ross is the warlock. Juno's.
So that's
I
why I
forgot
give him
about
so
Juno.
much shit. He's just a shittier.
Yeah,
version
because
of me.
you guys are warlock buddies.
He's just a shittier version of me. Just somewhere in the world, Ross fucking sneezed. He's like, who the fuck is talking about me?
All right. So at this point, the other guys have gotten messages as well to if you're interested to come hang out to check out a Crucible match. Everyone's getting an invite. So where would you
Yay.
guys like to meet up?
Did Elias tell us where we were gonna meet up, or are we messaging him?
Would,
Well, I mean that's kind of what your ghosts are kind of communicating this between everyone. Like, where are you guys wanting to meet up?
I was gonna say, God, why is his name fucking skipping my mind?
Who are you thinking of? Like, description wise?
We've been working with him for quite a while. Why am I suddenly blanking out on names? Am I having a goddamn aneurysm?
I believe you are.
Bork, your boss.
Malachi.
Malachi?
See if Malachi would let us rent an area in his fucking club since it's during the day.
Probably be.
That way
pretty
we don't have to
quiet,
deal
so-
with other people and we can just get drinks and food there and not have to worry about other people interrupting.
Sounds good to me.
That's certainly an option.
I like it.
I guess I'll throw a request to Malachi to see about this new hunter and watch the Crucible game and see if he knows anything about them.
All right. So you do shoot a message to Malachi. He does respond back to you in about a minute or two. He goes, "I'm not there, but feel free to use the club for your viewing party if you like."
Okay, we'll make sure to clean up after.
Very well.
I guess we got an entire club to ourselves until it opens.
I mean, yeah, for this time of day, it's not going to be open to the public, so you guys are pretty much going to have a private place to go hang out and do this.
Yeah.
We'll just
So
be
yeah,
running
like
into the
you guys are
clean-
getting a private room in the club. There's no one going to be there, and you guys will be able to sit back and.
I mean, technically, we could just use the main atrium and just use the main stage and have it projected up onto the screen.
Well,
Not
nobody's
wrong.
there, so
Exactly. I mean,
Well-
if you want to do it that way too, you have free option to do this in the club.
Well, that also gets us easier access to the bar, and we can just leave a tab for what we used and a list of what we drank.
sounds good to me.
Because we're responsible adults, we don't steal, especially to our benefactors.
Fine.
We will steal from everyone except for Malachi because Malachi is actually like a very important contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he could easily snap his finger and get us killed.
yeah.
I don't know about easily.
You know, we are guardians.
I don't know
I
about
think
that.
he'd rather not have to kill us, but he'd be very pissed, and we would
We
never be
definitely
allowed
get
to do this again.
blacklisted. We definitely get blacklisted in his circles.
Yeah, in the club.
We would but I mean like we probably have a harder time getting what we need
Yeah.
from people other than the Vanguard.
Yeah.
Let's just not piss off Malachi.
Yeah,
So
So
let's be responsible.
I'm also gonna text him that and be like, I'm gonna make a list of what we drink and eat, and then leave the glimmer in your office.
You get a text message back. I'll have someone there to serve you food and drink.
No,
Sweet. I'll even leave a nice tip since they're coming in and working before their hours.
That'll be gracious of you.
Because we all know that service industry workers need that fucking tip.
Indeed.
No, they
Always
don't.
tip.
They don't. They get paid plenty to do their job. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up now.
Boomers.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, nobody actually does. Even I know that. And that sucks for them. But anyway,
All right.
Well, let's not talk about this during the
We're
DM.
being too real now.
I use this as an escape. Damn it!
You're like, guys, I'm here to escape this bleak reality. Stop talking about my shitty life.
All right.
sorry.
So you guys will all begin to approach the club door. As you expect, because Malachi is not there, Julius is not at the door there either. But you do see the camera turn, look at you, and you see a little green light, and you hear the door ding, the door unlock.
I
Lovely.
open it up and let them all go in first.
All right, so you guys do walk in. It's pretty much empty. You do see a guy come out from the kitchen out to the bar. He's kind of drying his hands off with a towel. Goes, "Are you guys for the private party?"
Yep.
We would be.
You can choose whatever room you like, and TV screens will be on here in a moment.
I was just gonna say we're gonna use the main atrium because since nobody's really here, and we'll help you clean up after.
Fair enough.
And plus, it means less work for you for having to clean up another room.
I appreciate the less work there. That does help. So, can I get you guys anything to start?
What is there on the menu? That's the best of the questions.
So on the menu, there's a number of whiskeys and vodkas in here, but there's also a number of other liquors that were made after the Golden Age that no one really remembers what they're called. They're basically just defined as spirits, but they don't necessarily have any particular kind of a name.
Oh shit.
I can tell you that there's 3 distinct bottles of these spirits that are on the shelf that you can see from the bar. Everyone can see this. You don't have to roll for it.
I was gonna say, does anything taste familiar or seem like it's familiar? In
Well,
color?
I was going to give you a description of what you can see on the wall, and you can kind of decide from looking at it here if you do want to try it or if you just want to go for like a whiskey or a vodka.
Okay.
So there's, as I said, there's 3 distinct bottles. There's one that has a red hint to it, a blue hint to it, and the second one. And the third one is like a dark purplish tint.
I think I'm gonna go for the red one.
Mystery games.
Give me a purple.
Okay, so to be clear, I want to make sure who's getting what. So Elias is getting a red one.
I'm
Or
just
else
going
it-
with a shot glass of it, so not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just a shot
These are
glass.
just gonna be served. These are served as shots.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
good.
Yep. So
I want to get.
I guess I will go
Alright.
for a purple.
Woo.
I'll go for blue. Why not?
okay.
Wait, hold on. Why don't we just go for the color coordination that we each have?
That's
You
why
know
I'm going
what?
with purple because I am purple.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll go purple.
I'll give the red drink to Theo, and I'll take the blue one. Since my armor is kind of a blue colored.
All right, so
Okay.
we're gonna go with the color scheme. Wonderful.
Oh,
Can I be
God.
profiled
Okay.
based on my armor?
Okay, I guess.
I'm just taking
Here, you
Theo's
take
drink
this
out of his hand. This is mine now.
Okay. Everyone takes their shot.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have to open up roll 20.
What are we
Oh
gonna have to
yes,
roll?
you're gonna actually get in game here because I see you're not in game, so you're gonna want to roll for this. We're actually gonna start with Uros.
Nah.
Roll a con save.
Yeah, of course. Con save. Okay. I haven't had to do a con save in a bit.
We'll just all fail miserably. We all just die right here. The end. You
Constitution.
can't.
There.
Yo, this
I
worker
mean, your
had their
ghost is right there
plane.
to res you, so
Just
What's the
worker
worst that
had
can
their
happen?
plane,
Oh
like,
wait,
4
no, con
guardians
save.
died.
Saving throw. I have to do this one. Right?
7.
Is it this one?
No, no,
that's
no.
the save.
You,
No.
you did it, you had it right the
What?
first time there.
Oh, okay, ignore that one then. I just
But... Yep.
I'm
I mean,
remembering.
Okay.
It's like crap. I haven't done one in a while.
Whoops.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm drunk.
Uros, you don't feel this. The sensation you're feeling. You're not drunk, but you're feeling more relaxed, more mellow.
Oh,
You feel great.
but not like drunk. Just
You're not
relaxed.
like, you don't feel sick or anything. Like what you're feeling right now, you're like, you've got like a vibe going right now. You're feeling great. Elias, roll your con save.
And now,
Okay.
what the fuck?
I really want him to just drop dead on the spot.
I mean,
That
even
would
if I
be
gave you
amazing.
advantage, like that
Oh
roll.
my God.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I'm honestly telling you, I'm pretty sure fucking Roll20 fucking hates me. I've never had good rolls.
you see, even my protective light can help you with that. The light
I
cannot
just-
protect you here.
Once again, I just want Elias to have like just down a shot and then he immediately drops dead.
Okay,
He stands there for a
so
second and falls
Elias,
over.
Yo, it was fucking Drano.
Oh,
Elias.
Cleaner accidentally poured Drano into my cup.
all right. Let's
Elias.
let Nate do his-
Yeah.
So you take the shot back. Nothing happens in the first moment,
Uh-oh.
but then you start sort of seeing stars. Like you're seeing a little lights kind of like around you.
It's a hallucinogen. That's fun.
You're looking to your friends, and they're looking warped.
Oh god.
Is that
Bro, you
secret
good?
Like
LSD?
they are like that kind of like LSD kind of a trip where they're just kind of like.
I was gonna say, did he take like some form of LSD drink?
Oh god.
This lasts for but a moment. You kind of you have to like grip the bar to kind of keep yourself from falling backwards. And you kind of ride out, and it eventually goes away.
I'm gonna immediately do another shot of that.
Bro, are you
Well,
good?
Now hold on, and we gotta get the others. Theo,
Well,
Oh no.
this is a little different for you. I still want you to roll
Oh.
a con save.
I do want to say, do I technically have advantage because alcohol is technically a poison?
Shut the fuck up.
he just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to start seeing shit.
Because you're consuming this anyway, so
Uh,
21.
okay.
oh,
Holy
So-
shit,
yeah.
Beefy boy.
beefy boy.
So you take the shot back. You kind of feel like it was like a little bit of buzz of caffeine in there. You're just kind of like ooh, like just like
Ooh, I felt that.
just like a tiny pep, and that's it.
It's just like, ooh, I actually felt that. I want
It,
more.
it gave you just a little boost. And Ash, you're last. Roll your con.
Ah,
9. So
not awful. So,
this is actually a particular spirit that can affect exos.
oh, that's fun.
So I have a question as well now.
Uh-huh.
Am I fine to use protective light on Ash?
Protective light really wouldn't have any effect on
Just for
alcoholic
physical damage.
properties.
But it's for any saving throw. That's why I'm asking. If it's
I mean, if
So here's the thing: this is
Bending
not
the
killing
rules.
anybody, so that would just be overkill, and it would not really be used in this situation.
I mean it doesn't cost me anything to use it, so
Here's the thing: if we're at a bar and you had an ability like this, I would look at you and go, "No, sit the fuck down.
No,
You are being a party pooper."
she goes through everything we went through.
Stop
All right.
her!
I'm the only one not phased.
the only one.
so, Ash, this is a very similar feeling to Eros. You feel a very like low, like mellow vibe to it. Like you just feel like you don't have muscles, but you feel like everything just relaxes. You're just like, whoa.
That's not bad. At least I'm not like dying.
Give it a minute.
Now, each of these drinks have different effects. That's why.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, we're all done.
All right. Now, to be clear, Elias, are you being serious about
Yes,
taking
I'm
another
taking
shot
another
of the
shot,
blue?
fuck
You're taking another shot.
He
Yeah,
wants a
might as
second
well.
shot of the blue.
Hey, I did
Always
better.
doing it. Always going for it.
I mean, it's not a natural one, but
It's a little bit better. It means I ain't
A little
dead.
bit. Just a little bit.
During this, I
So-
won't be trying to operate the fucking TV.
No.
Somebody take the remote away
yeah.
from
So
You know, you have to give the
you
remote away. on them.
you can't really do that in the state that you're in.
Lightweight.
You try to kind of get up from the stool. You feel like you want to, but your legs are just not cooperating. And you're looking around the bar and things go right back into that wavy sensation. You're just like, you feel like the world is turning sideways and you feel like your equilibrium is being pulled in that direction. You're like, and you're starting to lean to your left.
When your legs don't work, okay,
Like
you
it
used
used
to
to
before.
before.
Oh, shit.
You're kind of leaning. You're just like.
I just
I
sit
just-
right back on the stool.
Who is sitting to the left of Elias in here?
I guess that would technically be me since he took my drink.
Oh yeah,
Well, no, it's either Uro or
Yeah.
it's either
Yeah.
Theo or somebody else because
yeah. I was gonna say, who's?
Yeah, who's on the left?
who basically followed me into the bar? That's the question.
Probably me in that case.
Because I was the last one coming in.
You
I
were,
held
yeah,
the
no,
door
you were the
open.
last one coming in, so I probably the next.
All right, so Ash, Elias is pretty much like slowly like leaning into your lap. He's-
I
He's like he's like slowly going down.
what
like-
what are you doing?
I'm just like, help.
I tap on
You
Theo.
did this to yourself, my friend.
I tap on Theo. Pull him back up because I'm on the other side.
I'll
Please,
I'll
Theo, do
pull
pull
him.
him back up.
pull him up.
'Cause he's
All right,
strong
so
enough to just
as
grab him and
you
get
pull him
in.
back up and Elias is back upright, like the feeling starts to fade out and things go kind of slip back to normal.
You know, we could always invite the people that helped us in the end to come and join the Crucible watch party. Talking
You
about
wanna invite them, go for
Noble,
it.
Juno, and Ross,
Oh,
kind of as a token of appreciation.
do it then.
I'm just gonna shoot that message over to them.
All right, so you actually you receive a text
Thought
message
it
back
was-
from Ross, and he says, "We're actually here to compete today, so you'll probably be watching us."
Oh, I hope you lose.
You just receive an
Literally
emoji
about
with the
to
middle
say,
finger.
please. Literally was about to say, just like, please, Liv, we bet against you.
Please lose, we bet against you, Ross.
I have a lot of money riding on you eating
Oh
shit.
my god,
Throw
it's
the
such
game, I'll give you
asses.
half of it.
You
I
get
got
no
a lot of
response.
money riding on
But
you
no, I do
eating
send him a
shit.
message saying good luck and we'll be rooting for you.
And you get a thank you in text back.
Why do I feel like this is a fucking death flag?
Death flag?
Yeah. Oh yeah, good luck in your match right before you go up against a mysterious fucking player that has now entered the field that everybody's
Dun, dun,
looking at.
dun.
Dave's quickly rewriting his story.
I mean, I'm not rewriting anything.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
Yep. All right, so you guys have all enjoyed your drinks, and bartender, he's actually turned his attention to set up the atrium, and he's kind of flipping through a couple of active channels, and he does pop it onto the Crucible, and then right now it's just kind of showing off the parade of Crucible contenders as they go through the city on their way to the arena.
I take it we see Ross, Juno, and Noble.
Among the group of people that are walking up there, yep, you do see the three of them in the crowd.
Hey, look, it's my favorite dipshit triplets. I'm joking.
It's my favorite dipshit triplets.
I'm just mellow and vibing, remember? So I'm just giggling over there. Whatever, dude.
He said dipshit.
We're both giggling away.
Goddamn lightweights.
Yeah, the two Axos are just sitting here looking at these two schmucks, are just like, God, you
No,
two.
even fucking
No,
Ash is
Ash
like
is-
affected.
Ash is affected.
Ash and I are both vibed out and mellow. We're just like giggling.
Everyone else is drunk besides me.
Hey, take another drink.
Fuck yeah, I'll do it.
You know what? Hold on. Who was the worst affected by the drinks?
You.
You.
Me and who else? No, who
You.
else? Who was the next most?
It's just you.
Ash.
Is it Ash? Okay.
Ash got.
Well, actually, well, I mean, Ash and Eros were pretty close, like,
Yeah,
together.
it's-
You know,
so,
we're-
Okay, who would you say had was affected by it worse? Or actually, no, I'll actually take Ash's because that's the one that affects Exos. I'm gonna request
yeah,
the bartender
would-
to mix both of them and then give it to Theo.
Oh my god.
Mix all three of them together. No,
So
mix
wait,
all
we're
of them
mixing
together.
the red and the
Purple.
blue,
Purple.
or the purple.
Purple. Red and purple.
No, it was the blue
Yeah,
and
no.
the purple.
I drink the
Oh,
purple.
because
Because
yours
I,
is the
I
blue.
gave
Oh,
the
wait, no, you
red
did do the blue.
to Theo to be color coordinated.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I did purple. And anyway, you guys all did your colors. I was just like, screw y'all, I'm drinking what I want. I just drank it. I'm like, whatever.
All right, bartender's like, so like a half and half shot?
Yeah, in a sense. Or if you want to give him 2 shots and make him take them both at the same time, see what happens.
Oh my god.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'm not paid to see what happens. And he just kind of turns and he
Does
mixes
a
up
half and half.
Yep, he mixes up a half and half shot. And he'll bring it over to Theo and set it down in front of you. Here you go.
Change color.
Yeah, what does it look like? Is it
Just
just like
curious.
a swirl of blue and purple?
Yeah, pretty much. Like it doesn't necessarily mix together exactly. Like they kind of like
Oil and water?
sort of oil and water, but like it's stirred up so like they're kind of mixed together.
They're swirling around together, just like.
It's like a swirling around
Okay.
effect.
Oh wow.
Gotta eat my words. Watch it like actually like short circuit me.
Hey, you hadn't even drank it yet, and it's already
21.
short-circuited.
Don't worry, I'll go get Amelia for you.
21.
Wouldn't this hold
Shit.
on? Wouldn't this double like the AC though that he has to succeed?
Oh my god. Well, it's only half and half of it, each of them. Not.
I mean, literally,
a full
even if I
shot.
got disadvantage, it's still 20.
Yeah,
Mm,
he's got.
Yeah,
it.
and plus, like, he's got a con save of +6, so like,
Yeah.
fair.
I'm not really concerned about like his constitution.
He's literally just out here.
He's paying the roll 20 gods so he doesn't get shit.
All right,
rolled.
so you take the shot back, and
We're all watching this.
you just like, it's not necessarily like a drunk feeling. It's not like the first shot you took there. It's not like an energetic kind of a feeling, but it's kind of like you just feel slightly more calm and just like more at ease. The other effect doesn't hit you at all.
So is that supposed to happen?
This is bullshit.
He a thick boy. He can handle it.
Bullshit.
This is why you're fat, Theo.
This is not a lightweight.
That's how your mama.
He'll drink your ass under the table.
Yeah, the only reason why you can handle your drinks is because of that.
He be thick boy.
That's
He
why
can
your
handle
mama
it.
dead.
Oh, God.
Ma, Theo's cheating.
Oh, my God.
What I'm hearing is that you probably need an entire pint.
What?
What I'm hearing is that you need an entire pint.
I mean, I'll be fine with that. If it's just beer.
I'm grabbing the. I'm asking the bartender for the flask of the blue one.
Of just
That's not beer, you dipshit.
You want to bottoms up?
I don't think he cares, Blue.
So you wanna fill a flask of the blue stuff?
Oh,
Remember,
Yeah.
the bartender is here. We have to pay for this, too. So once you make this request, you got to pay for it. How broke are you?
You're asking how broke I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just bought relic gear, didn't you, basically?
Well, yeah, I'm still at 30. I'm at still at 30,000. Besides, I still need to sell my old armor as well. And who said this? Who said this bottle was for me?
Yeah, if you're thinking I'm drinking that, yeah, no.
Come here, Elias.
You know, there's something really neat about exos and electricity that don't always mix well.
Yeah,
And do you really want to start a fight in Malachi's bar?
I'm not starting a fight. I'm just giving you a drink.
Yeah, and if you're technically giving it to me, you're paying for it.
How much?
I'm just looking at the bartender. Isn't that technically correct?
The tab's going to all of you guys. You decide how you divvy it up.
Yeah, so this will be going on your bit of the tab. Remember that.
How much?
How much is a flask of the blue liquid?
Okay.
Dave didn't prepare for this.
I don't know how much is in a flask. Like,
It's
how
normally
many
about-
ounces is that?
It's about 8 to 10 ounces. Or it
Yeah,
could be up
okay.
to 12 if it's a little bit of a larger flask.
I mean, I got a flask here, but it doesn't tell me how much it holds. I'd have to figure that out myself.
Okay, so I gotta do a little math here, so bear with me now.
For the bit. For the bit.
I'd say it'd hold about 12 ounces. Although
Yeah,
mine's got a
12
shot
ounces.
glass built into it.
Because a shot glass would be 2 ounces, wouldn't it?
Yeah, let's see.
A shot glass, I actually looked this up, is 1.5 fluid
Yeah.
ounces.
So how much is a shot worth?
That is a shot.
No,
It's
I'm saying how much
1.5.
is a shot glass
no.
worth in money?
Like money.
Well, that's what I'm calculating. So just
Okay.
bear with me here, because I gotta figure out the math for that.
Yeah, he's-
because if I'm doing a flask, I gotta do it up to 8 to 10. So it's
If it's causing you trouble, we can just go back to the game.
no. This
Oh,
is fine.
Here,
Like
Dave.
I gotta do a little math. It's fine.
This is one of the downtime episodes.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one does say how many ounces is on it, and this one's an 8-ounce one. Actually,
Okay.
it holds a good amount in it too. And I have a metal little shot glass that came with it, and it folds down.
Fucking
So this would
solid.
fill it up to 9.
Yeah.
So this would be at 9 ounces. So that would be
6 shots.
6,000 glimmer
6,000.
for the flask.
Hmm.
It's 1,200 glimmer per shot.
Oh my.
Now, do I want to think rationally and get the purple, or go for the funny haha and go for the blue?
Who said the purple wasn't more expensive?
I mean, is there a difference between the prices for the blue and the purple, for one?
The blue and the red are both 1,200 a shot. The purple is 1,500 a shot.
Could I get a flask of this to go?
And plus, the purple of it is designed for exos, isn't it?
Yeah.
The exos can be affected by it. It's a drink that anyone can really drink. It's just exos can get affected by it too.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's not one specifically for exos.
How much?
Damn, our alcohol is more expensive. That's so sad.
This
Well,
alcohol is expensive. You still had access to whiskey and vodkas and other ones that would have been cheaper.
I mean, because I was thinking that if I was to be reasonable and get the purple one, that could be helpful if we're, being stressed.
That's what I'm like. Well, I was just even thinking. I'm like, hell, I just want a flask of this shit. How much do you say for a flask of the purple? Like,
Well, okay, so purple would be. Let me do that.
I like how he sounded like he was standing at a bar for a second.
well, technically,
Like
we
you had
are.
a little bit of an echo to you.
Well,
Oh,
Well, no, I was talking about Dave.
oh yeah, he's making authentic. He's at
so
the-
a flask that'd be 9 ounces. That'd be 7,500 glimmer.
7,500.
Mhm.
Yep, for a filled flask.
You know what?
Mm.
I'd say that's worth it.
I know. I'm sitting there like, look
So,
over.
so yeah, I'll
Yeah,
actually.
because
I'll actually
this
buy
is the
that.
expensive stuff. Like, yeah,
This
this stuff
I
is
understand.
like the top shelf.
Yeah, I'll actually grab a flask of it because that actually sounds pretty worth it.
Me too. Make it too.
You're
I'll
paying
pay,
with your
Alright,
own
so
I
money.
was gonna
yeah,
say. I was gonna just say, Theo. Hey.
All right,
I'm
yeah,
paying
just
for my
go
own
ahead and subtract the totals
Uh,
from your glimmer and add the
yeah.
flask to your inventories.
Because I was pulling up the calculator, going like, "Oh crap, I got to do math again."
I'm gonna do something that's really terrible while we're just waiting for the
Okay.
little parade to finish. Is there anything like Everclear on the
calm.
shelf?
There's vodkas, but nothing like Everclear.
Okay, what is the
Smoothies.
highest
Here.
proof thing there?
And then,
He does have there is a specific bottle of vodka he's got on the shelf that looks it's got some dust on it. Looks like it's been sitting there for quite a while.
How much for the bottle?
Bartender kind of looks back to you. He goes, "Oh, that one. That one's pretty top. You want the whole bottle?
Yeah, why not? How much for
Well, let me go figure that out."
it?
He,
The bartender breaks character. Let me figure that out.
we haven't had to move that bottle.
You see,
I'm
went
not
for the
usually the
logical
one
choice.
to sell this one. This one's kind of been sitting here for a reason. And he kind of pulls the bottle out and brings it over to you. So you know that really kind of like shitty vodka that you
The
get?
one that you drink when you're like piss poor just to fucking get drunk as quick as possible.
Yep. So you see this label on it and you immediately recognize like this thing has probably been sitting here a long time considering how faded the label is, how faded like the entire bottle looks. But it's a sealed bottle. He goes, no one really goes for this stuff because they say it's kind of crap, so it's just been kind of sitting here for a long time. Uh,
Do you just want it
I
out of your stock?
I mean, I don't really care. It's not particularly my stock. It's more, Malachi's stock, but I mean, I'll give it away here for, I'd say, about 7,000 glimmer.
Again, I went for the logical.
No, because I was.
It's
hold on.
this is like a
Hold on,
liter
hold on,
bottle.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna text Malachi and ask him if I can pay for certain things out of the money that he would be giving me for the like the donation bit for since we brought him back that alcohol.
Oh, that's right. We get like 10%, and you got your portion to them.
So yeah, so he's like, I'll create a tab for you if you want.
Yeah, because I have an idea for this. Because it can be used for two things.
Are you telling this to Malachi in message, or are you...
No.
Okay. It's like
I'm-
it just...
Are you
I'm
gonna try?
looking at the others and explaining. This could be technically used for clearing cuts and wounds or things that are infected. That's why this shit isn't sold anymore much.
That's more practical towards you two.
It's also practical toward people that if we find out in the open that are hurt.
Thornton's like, yeah, I mean, 7,000, he'll put it on your tab and it's yours if you want it.
Yeah. I'll take it.
He
It can be
he
used
answered
for
the-
clearing wounds or making Molotov cocktails. Thank you for
That's-
the weapon.
I was sitting there, I'm like, you can light that shit
Yeah, I
on
mean, you
fire.
have one, so...
Yeah, hey, it's a Molotov cocktail. And it's just something I can use. But no, if anything, use it as painkiller to make somebody drunk while operating. That way they don't feel the pain.
All right, yeah, just subtract the money and put it in your inventory.
Well, I thought that was coming out of the tab, so that's something to pay back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, just I just say just make note of it.
Yeah.
But so as you guys are getting everything ordered here, everything just transition away from the parade, and the first matches start to show up on the brackets on the screen. So match 1 will be the team of Ross, Juno, and Noble 5. And is going up against Darkstar's team.
Called it! I'm joking.
So one thing you notice, the Hunter Darkstar, the armor that the Hunter is wearing, you immediately notice why the nickname is kind of coined for this person, is because on the chest plate there is a dark circle insignia that is glowing with a purplish energy.
That's not dark matter, is it?
No, this
Okay.
is you would recognize as void energy.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But yeah, but what you can, and I'll actually have you guys roll for this, because as you guys are noticing this person on screen up close, roll perceptions.
Oh no. We know this person.
15.
Not yet.
15.
Okay.
17.
So pretty much all of you recognize the void energy, but there's something different. This energy that is kind of emitting from this emblem seems to be coming from the hunter itself, like it's radiating an energy. So, round 1.
Fight.
The teams will run and converge into the center and begin exchanging gunfire. Noble 5 is leading the charge, being the big tank of the group. He's leading the charge and taking shots. Darkstar's her first teammate, which is another hunter. She's got a team of hunters here, basically. The first hunter goes in and straight up goes after Noble 5 and drops down a void grenade right at his feet, taking fire at him, wipes him out. Second hunter comes in. Juno responds immediately with her sword coming down and killing this hunter. Ross immediately tries to go after Darkstar, and Darkstar vanishes. Ross is looking around. He knows this trick, so he's turning around. He's checking his 6. He's looking all around, but doesn't matter because Darkstar appears behind him anyway. Activates her super and slashes him with a void blade. Pretty much drops him. Juno sees this and attempts to go after Darkstar, but her super still being active, turns her blades around, runs at Juno, and slashes her to finish. End of round 1.
Damn.
It's not fun.
So start of round 2. Ross decides he wants to go around and try and circle behind them. He takes the alternate path to the right. Noble takes the front, but as they turn the corner, they get ambushed. Noble 5 immediately gets meleeed out. Juno begins to lay down fire. Ross begins to lay down fire. They both continue to miss their shots. And they get shot in the head by the 2 hunters. End of round 2. It is not looking good for Ross and team right now. Round 3. Ross decides to run back to the middle. And he takes aim, waiting for a shot. He peeks one of the hunters as they're running around the corner to the edge. And he activates his super. Activating his solar super, spawning a burning sword in his hand, and he throws down a fire charge at him and immediately evaporates the one hunter. Ross pursues around the corner, throws a second shot. He misses the second hunter. He throws a third shot, and he connects with that second hunter and hits it. He's taken out 2 of them. But just as Ross's super drops, Darkstar appears behind him again. This time with a sword in her hand. and slashes him down. Juno, last person standing, takes up a defensive position, holds her gun up, and takes a shot. She does connect on her first shot, but she'll miss the second shot. And Darkstar retreats behind a corner. Juno goes in pursuit. Okay. Juno goes in pursuit. She activates her super, firing her void bow shot into the ground about 10 feet in front of her. And she snares Darkstar in the void trap. Lays in... Oh. That'll do. She lays in another shot. Darkstar goes down. And they win the third round. On spawn back, Ross turns to the group and goes, guys, we got this. We can beat him. And they rush back down. Ross decides to go on a more aggressive approach and runs past the middle and starts rushing back to their spawn point. Noble 5, being right at his side, is going to take a shot at the first person that he sees coming around the corner. He will miss both of his shots. Juno misses her first shot, but then she connects on her second shot, hitting the first hunter. Darkstar will move in and pulls out a hand cannon and begins laying down shots, targeting Noble first, being the biggest target. Misses the first shot, will connect on the second shot. Noble 5 is looking hurt at this point, but then the other two hunters lay down their shots on Noble, and he's the first to go down. Ross will back up, taking some additional shots, but all of them end up going wide. He can't hit anything right now. Juno will attempt to make her shots. Misses the first shot, will make the second shot. Hitting the first hunter. The first hunter's starting to look fairly weak at this point. Darkstar throws down a grenade between Juno and Ross. Ross is the first to go down from the void damage. Juno does take some damage, but does get out of its continuous range. So she does take damage, but she's still in the fight. Second hunter misses both of their shots. Juno takes a position behind cover, and she's trying to bait out one of them to come around the corner. She tosses a grenade out. Grenade doesn't do any damage. And unfortunately for her, all three hunters converge on her position. All three of them lay in shots, and they wipe her out. That's 3 games. Darkstar's team has won.
Well, shit.
Paradox just kind of chimes in. Didn't you bet on him to lose?
No, I didn't technically make any bets. I was just saying that to be an asshole. But
Okay.
we should probably make an invitation for him to come join us to watch the rest of the games.
All right. Well, they're still.
Well, yeah, like after they recover and all that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So after the match goes on, Elias, you receive a message,
Mm-hmm.
a text message. Were you watching?
Ross's game. Like, is it from Ross or is it an unknown?
It's an anonymous text message. You don't know where that's coming from.
I just respond, maybe. Who is this?
Someone interested in meeting you.
Oh god.
Oh wow, isn't that ominous?
I just send them a message as my team or just me alone?
Message responds, doesn't matter. We need to talk.
Right? Can I at least get a name mystery number person?
Not on comms. I'll tell you in person.
Still kind of got to give me a location here.
You receive coordinates to the front of the Crucible Arena.
Oh god. Now I just show the text message correspondence to the others.
Oh, I love this.
I feel like I'm about to get my kidney stolen. And
Wake
Theo's
Wake
case,
up in a bathtub full of ice.
in Theo's case, it would be his power source.
They had to rub me dead for that.
So what do y'all think? Should I go? Stay here? Yeah, they also didn't specify a time either.
It's would kind of be implied that the want you to meet like now.
Yeah. Go alone or all of us? Because y'all can stay here and enjoy the bar.
I'd rather go with you.
I mean, I
But
could also go alone because Ross, Juno, and Noble are going to be there, and y'all can just enjoy the rest of the Crucible matches. I know you, Theo, want to see the rest of you, what competition you're up against when you have to go back into the Crucible.
No one's really else caught my eye, so
I mean, fair enough.
and besides, we'll be going to the Crucible either way, so it's not going to be missing much.
I would say y'all stay out of sight when I go to talk to this person. Just in case
Okay.
it's more of a civil talk, but if it turns into a fight, y'all have a drop on them.
where are you all meeting at again?
The
The
front of the
Crucible?
Crucible Arena.
Yeah.
I mean, I could try to be stealthy, but you know
I
how
mean, just
that works
literally
out.
stand on a rooftop not far away. It's not that hard, Mr. Bulky Person.
And also, there's a thing that I have 4 of them. I can send one of them up into the air above and out of sight a little bit to watch down on you. It's called my drones.
Yeah, or just keep it in my backpack and y'all can hear the audio.
Yeah, we can do that through your stuff. So
Yeah.
that
Or
works.
actually do both, technically.
Yeah, I can send one out and be close by if you need us. We can see and hear you. You can tell us, and visually we can see you.
Yep. No, I guess I'm heading to the Crucible Arena.
All right, so to be clear, everyone's going?
Yep.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just tell the bartender we'll be back. We don't know how long. And just tell him he can make some food if he wishes.
Bartender shrugs. I'm paid by the hour, so just let me know when you're done.
Fair enough. If we're not back in, say, 4 hours, just close up and head home.
Fair enough. All right, so you'll make your way out to Crucible Arena. You do see a lot of people kind of lining the streets a little bit out there, still from the parade and everything. And you do hear other matches kind of going on off in the distance. You hear the gunfire and the crowd start to begin to rise and chanting. And you see, standing at the entryway, arms kind of folded up, Darkstar.
No, God. I just go to walk past them as if they're not the person I'm there to meet. Just see what they do.
So do you just walk like right past?
Hey, they didn't give me a description of who I was looking for. I'm just expecting this person to stop me when they need me.
So Darkstar, as you attempt to walk past, she puts her hand on your shoulder and stops you.
No, so it was you that texted.
You just see this helmeted figure just kind of nod and point and just kind of nod their head in a direction and walks that way.
I'm about to get my kidneys fucking stolen. I guess I'm following.
Ready for a signal. Just fucking just.
If I start
bombshell.
screaming, come running.
I'm ready to bombshell that location.
So Darkstar will lead you into kind of a secluded alleyway. There's still people around. It's not like it's completely secluded.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say it's definitely about to get my kidney stolen.
That's how it be.
Go ahead, though, Dave.
So Darkstar will turn around and you will hear... I'm sorry for the deception. It's kind of required at the moment, but you and I need to have a conversation.
Right?
Oh, sorry. Hang on. And Darkstar removes the helmet. And you see a young female hunter with kind of long pinkish hair that's like tied back into a braid.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of like iridescent red eyes. And she looks at you. Sorry, but I can't exactly reveal my true name around people yet. I'm Remy.
Nice to meet
You and I have a long history, yet you kind of don't know it yet. It's kind of weird, but where do I start? She's just kind of like tapping on the ground.
Does it kind of involve fucked up times?
Yeah.
As in where the traveler lost and the light fell, by any chance?
The light fell?
Okay, you don't know about that, and forget about that.
No, she just shakes her. No. So I'm from the future.
Oh.
She's kind of like
I'm-
scratching her head. So
I just want to point out, I have my helmet off, and I don't act surprised when I go, oh.
So, this thing calling himself God Hand kind of appeared in my time. I don't know what he did, but I somehow ended up back here, and I don't know how to get home, and um, like you and I know each other in the future, and you like really help me, and I don't know who to turn to because I don't know anyone else here, and I kind of need your help.
Fair enough. I mean, it's just going to be difficult trying to figure out how time travel works because there's really only one fucking instance of us getting it to work.
Yeah, about that. God Hand has been changing more than my future. He's changed this time as well.
Yeah, we've kind of already dealt with that firsthand, in a sense.
No, you don't understand. He's going after more than the Vex.
You mean the Hive?
The Hive were just part of his initial plan. That, well, I guess I don't know if it really worked or not, but he's got more up his sleeve than just the Vex and the Hive.
No.
How would I put this? He's basically gathered some of the strongest artifacts from time, and he's putting them together to do something I can't imagine exactly what, but
Basically
he's
standard evil bad guy shit.
yeah. Um that's one way to put it. Other thing is he's kind of been manipulating, I guess, the multiverse.
Hmm.
When he goes back in time or goes into the future and changes my time, well, that creates an alternate universe, and because of his numerous actions, he's created several multiverses, and it's, well, it's above my station to really know what it does. I just know that he's doing something on a grandiose scale that is bigger than all of us.
I
And
really wish I had killed him.
she kind of takes a step forward to you and goes, "Look, I know you don't really know me right now, and yeah, you probably don't really have a reason to trust me. I mean, you thought I was going to take your kidneys here a moment ago, but I mean, I know you don't have a reason to trust me, but I need you to trust me for right now."
Well, the fact that you took off your helmet and revealed your face is more than enough to show that you're kind of trusting. So, you only got one foot in the door there. I guess that's the right wording for it.
And Remy just kind of smiles and just says, "Thank you." Um, is Theo ever going to come down from the roof?
I actually started bursting out laughing. So you even spotted that from there.
So-
Okay.
It's
So,
pretty big.
clarification. I heard this, yeah.
Yep, you heard that.
Yeah, we can all
Alright.
hear. We're just sitting
Yeah,
there.
we can
You
all
can
hear
do the
that. We're all
biggest
just
thing.
sitting there.
We're
But
just,
Theo's fucking huge, so he can't hide.
we're just like we're all kind of giggling.
Just like, yeah, he's like a gargoyle on, a farmhouse. Like it just
It doesn't really work
work.
out, does it?
No, not really.
I told you I can't be stealthy.
And just motion for them to fucking come down.
I'm just gonna straight up jump down.
Hey, I was gonna say that I'm gonna jump down.
The hell was that?
I'm just gonna jump down and then like just float. Down.
Not floating.
Well, I
You
have
broke
to
my
float.
windows.
You can afford to just you can afford to just land with your full weight, but I am a warlock. I have to be a little bit graceful.
And Remy just kind of looks to you, and just goes, "Hi guys. Well, it's good to meet you again, I guess."
Well, yes, technically not. Technically speaking, we've met
Time
more than once.
travel is confusing.
Or you probably more.
Well, yeah, because I know all of you, and Theo, Ash,
I mean, it'll be hard to
Elias,
not know names.
Uros. I know all of you.
Let me guess, in your timeline, we're all dead.
We're just sitting
Well,
there.
no, I mean, well, you kind of are now, I guess, but you weren't dead.
Hmm.
You were my mentor, and she points
Oh.
to you a lot. Uros. She's pointing at you when she says that.
No.
You actually helped teach me to help hone my strength. You taught me a lot. And Theo, he taught me, how to be analytical when it comes to combat and be strategic and take advantage of situations when they're in your favor.
I can see the first part, but not really the second. I'm more focused on just beat them until they're down.
I mean,
that's the moment
since
to
you-
look at her and ask, are we the younger versions of your timeline or the older version?
I mean, you're older, but because you guys don't really age, I guess I don't really know
Well,
how.
no, I mean in this timeline, are we older than the ones that you knew or younger?
Well, you're younger. I mean, I kind of fell backwards in time from what I understand.
If she's from the future,
Well,
we
alright,
are the
so
younger versions.
fair enough, but the thing is, time is fucked up.
Time is weird, I guess.
Because I've already seen an older version of me, and fuck, he's ugly.
And more of a dick.
Yeah, he is a dick.
He is a real asshole.
Yeah, certain someone has PTSD from him, except for
Ah! I just
Wow,
stare
okay.
back at you. Mm-hmm.
Remy will look to you, Elias, and she goes, "When was the last time you had combat with him?"
Chicago, when he tried to activate a dark matter device and literally reset the world. Or was it New York?
It was I think it was New York, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was New York.
So New York. Never mind.
Yeah, it was New York.
That's
and
fine.
then you had to just twice. That's right.
So you didn't catch him.
He got away because I found it more prevalent to save the world than chase after him at that moment. Which
Well, I
I'm
mean,
kind of fucking regretting.
We took down two of his
Disciples.
yeah, we took down two of his disciples, so all in all it's sort of a win.
That's weird. I remember you chased him.
Alternate realities.
Timelines are weird.
And she just starts rubbing her temples. Okay. So I can't quite really explain how I know some of these things, but
Well, first off, before we get into the nitty gritty of this conversation, let's get out of a fucking weird ass dark alley so we don't look like a group of fucking people about to just go and rob a bank.
do you have somewhere we can go to speak privately?
Malachi's bar.
Yep, the club.
All right.
Because it's still open to us.
Well, I guess it's a good thing he's still alive then. And she kind of starts making her way over to Malachi's bar.
Or the club, in a sense.
Yeah. All right. So you guys do make your way back to the bar club. And It's only been about an hour since you left, so bartender's just kind of hanging out, watching the screens, watching the other matches on there. And goes, "Oh, welcome back.
All right.
New guest. Can I get you anything?" And Remy just goes, a whiskey is fine. And bartender will pour her a generous glass of whiskey, and she'll just kind of she grabs the glass and takes a strong shot back, downs it like a champ, and just sets the glass down. So, God, where do I even start?
I just look at the bartender. If you wish to, you can go home. We're about done for the day. We'll close up if you wish to go.
He just shrugs. All right. If you guys want any food, there's some snacks on the table back here.
All right. Thank you, mate.
Have a good one. And he just puts the towel on his shoulder and will walk off to the room to go change and leave.
One less person that might overhear.
She just nods like, yeah. Okay. So, I know you guys from when I joined the Vanguard, I guess, some years in the future. I don't know how long it was, but you guys were being mentors to the younger Guardians. You guys helped me out. Taught me a lot of things, and made me a better hunter. Then the Red War hit, and then things kind of went sideways, and well, all kinds of manner of things happened after that, and then next thing I know, there's this speedster that's just ripping through the last city, like he's looking for something. I never found out what he was looking for, but he hurt people along the way, and we tried to stop him, but he was just overpowering, and we couldn't do anything about it. And then he started running, and I got after him as fast as I could. And the next thing I know, I'm being pulled into some kind of portal or wormhole or something. And then next thing I know, I wake up here in the last city, but it's much smaller than I remember, and a lot less people.
Not your last city.
She shakes her head. No, not my last city. I guess once I got here and I figured out that he was still here, I tried to track him down, and then my tracking kind of led me to you guys. And some of the things I learned along the way were troublesome. And she looks at you, Elias, and goes, darker revelations of a darker being that was yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up when you try to have to fight yourself.
Yeah, can't quite picture myself in that one. It's really strange. He was running through the city. I don't know if he found what he was looking for, and then I got pulled here. And frankly, I'm assuming he's probably my only way of getting home, but I have no idea how he does what he does.
As far as we know, dark matter and wish magic. Yeah, you're in that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's how he does his super speed, but the bones aren't helping him manipulate time. He's using his speed to do that, and well, frankly, I don't know how he's moving so fast enough to break through the time barrier.
I mean, technically, the faster you move at the speed of light, the slower time moves.
Yeah, I know the theory or concept. It was if you're moving at the speed of light, time literally stops for you.
Mm-hmm.
But how does that help him go backwards in time? How does it help him go forward in time? It is.
You're asking something way above my pay grade.
I think it's above all of our stations at this point. But, I mean, I guess that's all I can really tell you. She just kind of scratches the back of her head. I mean, I can answer any questions. If you have any.
I mean, if we ask any questions, that changes what our futures might be. That's the thing.
Well, I'm not telling you your futures, genius. I'm saying like.
Hey, it's still on the table.
She kind of like puts her finger to your nose. I am not telling you anything about your future.
Get your finger off my nose. This is weird.
She just kind of like puts her finger back into a fist and just kind of sits back a little bit.
I go over and get food.
I understand the whole, don't share, rules of, about your future self.
Bullshit.
The hell's a hot tub time machine?
Yeah, I guess I didn't have that movie in your timeline. Okay.
She just looks at you confused. It's just like, what?
Don't even worry about it.
Never mind.
It's entertainment.
I'm just getting food from that table. I'm just listening to this go.
Kind of quiet. Anybody else gonna say anything, or let me be the only one to interact here?
Oh, you're doing beautifully. Keep going as I'm
Wait, no,
thinking
you
of food
said
and
five.
eating it. I just
Yeah.
keep eating food.
I don't really got anything to add to the table.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So we have a person sitting here from the future that doesn't want to kill us, and you guys are gonna sit here and do nothing.
I mean, they can't tell us what we are in the future, so.
It doesn't mean that you can't tell us
Ooh,
things
wait,
that might
actually.
give us hints.
Actually, am I still the Crucible champion in your time?
I don't want to know much about the future.
And
Unless
Remy just like squints at you. You didn't hear what I just said to him, and points to Elias. I can't tell you your futures.
I mean, if I'm the Crucible champion now, it wouldn't hurt to know if I'm still the champion.
Well,
Technically, wouldn't.
well, here's something.
She
know.
starts. Well, you kind of won. Nothing.
I'm just laughing over beside.
She starts like nervously like like I didn't mean to say nothing. Just nervously sweating.
Well, she's told us we're dead.
Well,
How's that?
Well, that's my one question. So
She's just kind of like biting her lips, just like,
Say it. It
I
can't
didn't
affect
say
that
anything.
much.
So,
I didn't say anything.
what was her name again? Remy, you said?
Remy.
Okay, I wanted to be sure it was right. So, Remy, from what I understand, you can't tell us anything of the future. You've already told us we're pretty much dead. So, hey, that's something. But with everything,
Well, I mean, you're not dead. It's just I got pulled here. Like, I mean, my time, you're all still alive.
so you want to go back But you've already said that he's changed different parts of the timeline already. Correct?
She kind of looks down a little bit. She goes, "Well, I want to go home.
I understand.
Like, I'm trying to get back to, where I'm from."
That
She's
makes
like,
sense.
"You don't think it's hopeless, do you?"
There is always hope in many ways of getting things. We can
I
certainly try
mean,
and help you.
I'm not a whiz on whole time stuff, but wouldn't it make sense that if you get rid of the thing that's making the time messed up, it would restore?
Mm, I don't know much
I
about
mean, I
time
kind of
here.
got a crash course in that. I mean, yeah, I mean, if we eliminated God Hand, that would theoretically rewrite everything and put it back the way it was.
Well, and then we just gotta go find a guardian who could be in any of the planets in the system.
Yeah, so let's go
It
find the
was,
man that can run
yeah,
faster than sound.
Rami, you said you were able to track him before. How did you do it?
well, he was running through the city, and my ghost was able to help me at least pinpoint where he was going to go next. I was just in the right place at the right time, really.
Can you tell us at least how or what you used to track him with?
And and you see a pearly white ghost just kind of gonna pop out and goes, "Hello,
Oh, you're a pretty
Really?
one.
I'm Sapphire. Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you, Sapphire.
That's cool.
Goes, "Yeah, I was able to track him at extremely high speeds. He moves much faster than anything I've ever encountered before."
Was there something particular you were tracking on him, or was it just his speed?
Uh, well, it's his energy. He emits a kind of strange, warped kind of light.
DB, get out here. I want you to.
And DB just, "Hello."
This is DB. You already know him, though, probably.
Sapphire goes, "Oh, yes, I've met all of you."
You know what they say, never meet your heroes.
Is there a way you can share that information about what particular energy with DB and the rest of our ghosts?
Sapphire will look to Remy, and Remy will nod at Sapphire and goes, "Yes, I can give you the energy signature." And all of you receive this information in your HUDs.
Well, other than the ones that don't have our helmets on.
The ones who will have an interface in front of them. The ones who do not, you just have the information stored in a little data bank that you have on you.
How did you
And
exactly track them, Sapphire? Like, did you use a system, or was it something you were just detecting within your vicinity?
it's kind of an algorithm I was able to kind of create on the spot. Cause see, he emits kind of a unique light signature to him that, as I said, it can only be described as warped. But as he was racing through the city, I was able to get a better match on the frequency, and I was able to pinpoint his location.
What if we use something bigger to find that frequency?
Something bigger.
Maybe some,
Satellite.
yes, like satellites. We just need to get to something that can help us transmit and receive that information.
We've looked into that, and there is a satellite that we can access. Unfortunately, it's going to be out of our range to uh, get at the moment. Because unfortunately, it is orbiting Mars.
Elias, is there a way we can get to that satellite?
I mean, I've broken the rules once before. Rules are meant to be broken.
Definitely. So if we get you this satellite, you might be able to triangulate, or in a sense, give us a location.
Correct. Assuming the satellite is fully intact, we should be able to track him using it. Only problem is that it can only scan a certain cone of the globe, so it may take some time before we can actually triangulate.
Well, do we have anything else that we can do to track this guy?
And Sapphire just kind of looks back to Remy. Remy goes, we don't really have many other options. As far as we know, this is the only one that we could find that might still be working. Everything else has been decommissioned or fell back to Earth.
Well, team, we go to Mars?
Guess so.
So,
Elias, we're breaking rules again.
When aren't we breaking rules?
True.
I can already hear myself getting yelled at.
all I can hear is stuff breaking.
That's all right. We're good at breaking stuff. It's okay.
All right, so as far as satellite retrieval goes, because
Oh yeah. That.
again, we venture into new territory all the time.
Window.
That's why I say all the time. How do you intend to retrieve the satellite? Because finding it will not be the issue.
I mean, we could just pull an interstellar and fly alongside it, and
We
just
could tow it, I guess, right?
like
could
that's
try.
the
we
closest
can-
thing I could think of.
First off,
We can
it
try
was
and
a-
triangulate the position of it.
Well, just getting the, finding them, we can figure that out. But like getting them, we could just tow it, couldn't we?
Is the satellite in some type of orbit that would we know of, or is it stable? Sort of enough.
It is in a stable orbit above Mars.
Oh, so we know where it is.
So is
Yeah,
it?
you guys know where it is. It's just like I'm questioning what is your manner of retrieval?
How big
I mean-
is
Well,
this
can we
satellite?
just get the dark matter directly from the?
Oh no, you're not
Satellite,
pulling
or
dark
is-
matter from this. This
No,
is
this is
this
for
is a
location.
scanning satellite
Oh wait,
to,
okay, I'm thinking.
track
sorry.
Godhand.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different side. I'm
Yeah,
dumb. Sorry.
I still got those in my head from. before,
Yeah,
but
same. I thought we were
it's
talking
like,
about this. I mean, if it's just information, we could just pull alongside, right?
well, yeah.
We'll pull it with what exactly?
Or like, no, I mean like pull up a ship alongside and then
Like dock with it, kind of
Transfer data.
thing. Sort of.
yeah.
Sort
Yeah.
of. Eh,
Okay.
Just pull up alongside. and then-
Whose ship is gonna be used to dock the satellite then?
I have a feeling I'm the most fucking expert pilot here, so it'll probably be me.
yeah, I can take Remy with me and have her ride in my ship if you want.
And Blue, don't you have proficiency with vehicles anyway?
Mm-hmm. That's
Yep,
why I said
so-
I'd be the best for those.
Oh, I'm
All right,
proficient in spaceships
so-
and sparrows.
To do this, I will have you roll a vehicle check.
I mean,
Yeah,
are we gonna have to travel there first?
Well, I'm
Or
assuming
are we just
you're.
teleporting from the bar.
Or well,
to
I mean,
there?
are okay.
Excellent.
Well, I guess I assumed you guys were leaving, but if you want something,
Yeah.
if you want to do this first, then yeah,
I mean, are we gonna play it out or just go the way we are?
that's up to you guys.
Do we need any supplies before we go?
I mean, I just got my armor, so I'm good.
Well, of course.
I mean, this is a retrieval job, so this is likely not going to see combat.
Never
But
know.
But I'll at least look good.
Makes me punch.
I mean, you can go ahead and try.
I'd like to pick up a lockpick set before I go, just so I have one. My knife works
Okay.
and all, but I'd like to.
I mean,
purchase
so
one
you
more.
just looking like a thieves toolkit
yeah,
kind of
just
thing.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's 500 glimmer.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else need?
Do it now before we forget.
Not to my knowledge.
My knowledge, I don't really need anything.
Well, Theo, you need to pick up your relic armor.
I thought I did. That's the first thing I went to do in the morning.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm sorry, I thought we were
Did
gonna
you? Oh yeah, you did.
play that. Never mind. All right, so yeah, that's fine. All right, yep. So then, in that case, you guys should be ready to depart.
All right, let's get to our ships. We're going to Mars. It's the red one, right?
It is the red one. All right, so you guys will take the flight to Mars. It's a really quick one here. It's only gonna take you about 15 minutes with your happy drives. So as you all approach the orbit of Mars, all of your ships will drop out and enter into an orbit, and you hear Remy go, "Wait a minute,
Oops,
it
sorry.
should be here." And she goes, "There it is." Okay, it's on the ground. Great.
That means whatever tech you were wanting to use has probably been stolen.
I got an idea. Hang on. And he goes, fell there. Well, I got crash landing spot. So, let's head down there, and Remy's ship will immediately depart down and head
She
straight to
doesn't-
the crash site.
I thought she was riding with Eros.
Yeah, I don't. Does she have her own? ship
Y'all
with
have
her?
your own ships.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
cool.
Nice.
Yep.
What's her ship look like? That? No, I'm kidding. Don't.
Is it cooler than Eros's?
Yeah, is it cooler than all of ours? Anything.
It's
It runs
It's
on
very
a straight
futuristic
void.
looking.
Hey, anything is cooler than mine. Remember, I have the base ship.
Oh yeah. you got
Her
the
her
tech
ship is very futuristic looking.
Hey, Remy, by chance, I know I'm not supposed to ask about future stuff, but do I get a better ship than this? Look at it.
She just looks at you, just shakes her head and just walks away. No, I'm just kidding.
Aw.
You guys are still in your ships. There's no walking away.
See, she just keeps on flying. Oh
Yeah.
man.
But yep, she will dive down and head straight to the crash site. Do you guys follow?
I follow.
Yeah.
We're going.
All right. So you guys approach this crater of sand, and you immediately see it looks like a black, kind of like a D20, like sitting in the dirt. Looks you see this and you think, oh, this must be a war stat. But the closer you get to it, it's not quite like a war stat. But it has come down, and there's no debris sitting around it. It's just sitting in the dirt, pretty much half covered by the sand at this point. And Remy will immediately jump out of her ship and kind of look around, just kind of observing the ground around it. And she just kind of waves to you guys, come on! And she jumps down into the crater.
Last one there's raw an egg.
Oh fuck.
Gonna run off.
Zooming.
All right, so you guys slide down the crater, and this crater it's fairly smooth. Like it created like a perfect bowl when it impacted into the sand, and you slide down it with simple ease.
Whee! Whee! There we go.
So as you guys do approach the satellite, Remy will immediately go and seek to pop open one of the hatches. She pulls out a knife and starts kind of slides it in between two panels and starts to jimmy at it.
What do you have? A knife!
No!
Thank God somebody understood what I was going for there.
It takes her a couple of minutes. She's wiggling the knife kind of back and forth, just kind of trying to pry
I
the
just
pot
pulled
out.
her out of the way, and I'm just gonna use my fucking proficiency tool instead of not letting her possibly break this or her knife.
All right. She pulls the knife out and just, all right, go ahead.
Electronics toolkit, and I'm not gonna fucking try to break this thing.
Well, you'll have proficiency, so that's still 12. All right. So you start to work on some of the known screws that you know that can pop off the panel. You work those out, and you pry the panel off pretty easily. Like you're familiar with this technology because you've worked with warsats in the past, so you're pretty familiar with how to pry off these panels with ease.
All right.
All right, so you pry the panel off, and immediately what you see is a number of wires they're just it's a clusterfuck in here. It's an absolute mess of wires. Looks like when the satellite came down, it probably tossed some of the holdings for the wiring, so everything's just kind of strewn about, and it just looks like a mess.
Hmm.
And Remy immediately kind of goes in. She's kind of sifting through the wires and just goes, okay. Wiring's still good. And she kind of reaches into the satellite. You can't really see what she's grabbing. You just see that her arm is like halfway into the satellite, and she's like kind of wincing and making kind of facial gestures as she's trying to grab something inside.
Good.
Goes, I think I got it. Just gotta unscrew it, and she pulls out a sensor ball. She goes, well, if we can't use the satellite, I could at least use this.
Fair point. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Who
who
left?
was that that sketch?
Megu.
Oh no.
And there's
Mega's
Mike.
back.
You good?
Discord.
Figures.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Understandable.
The only time I know is when you guys say something, I have to switch to see Discord. It's like,
All right, so as Remy kind of pockets the sensor ball, she goes back into the satellite and kind of sticks her head a little further in. She's shifting and moving wires about and looking around inside of it, trying to see if there's anything else in there, and just goes, anything else? I think that should be it. Yep, there's nothing else here. And just kind of turns back to you. I guess, do you know where we can maybe use something like this? And she kind of holds up the sensor balls like, do you know where we might be able to use this?
Would I have any type of clue? I'm asking you as
Um,
the DM.
Yep. So above game, you would have some knowledge of electronics. You know that you could probably plug this into a sensor relay that the last city would have. It, it might not necessarily reach the entire globe, but this is some way that you might be able to test it to actually see if the sensor is working and to possibly reinstall it into another satellite and relaunch it.
Hmm.
But there are sensor arrays in the last city that you can use to test it to even see if the sensor works.
All right. Sorry, I'm stretching at the moment. I mean, well, I guess let's head back to Earth.
Whee!
All right. So without issue,
Wait, hold
you
on.
got
What
Hmm?
part of Mars did the satellite land on?
it landed in the northern hemisphere, in a desert-like area. There's very little rocks around here. This is more of like a sandy desert.
Any notable structures nearby, by any chance?
Not around here. The settlements that you were aware of around Mars are further west to where you're at, like much further west.
Mm-hmm.
And any of the remaining cities that were part of Mars prior to the Golden Age, they're pretty much gone, either taken by time or buried under the sand, or pretty much in Cabal control.
Any? This is gonna sound interesting. Any tracks leading up to the satellite that aren't ours?
Not that you can see. The wind could be blowing around a lot of the sand in here, so if there was any tracks in here, they likely would have disappeared pretty quickly, just because of how much wind is on Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Mars is a fairly windy planet, so
Yeah.
yeah, any dust tracks there, they're gonna go pretty quick. But yeah.
I mean, it was worth a shot asking.
Yep. Anything else anyone want to do before departing?
No.
Just sand.
I hate sand.
Red sand.
It gets in my joints.
We'll wash you out later.
It's all
okay?
coarse and rough.
I hate sand.
Gets in all the cracks and everything.
Like some of us start quoting Star Wars.
Let's get back to Earth before the sand gets really bad. Then we have to carry Theo.
Hey, I just look. I just look at Remy and go, if you ever have to fight Theo, make sure to bring pocket sand.
She just kind of blinks.
Horrible.
Pocket sand?
It gets in his joints and he can't walk.
I'll try to remember
I'm
that.
saying it as a
And
joke.
she's kind of like, yeah, just like giving you like the side eye, just kind of like, sure.
I leaned over.
Whoops,
It's a
my
joke.
Pocket sand.
It's a joke. It's okay. Did we not
Whoops,
teach you
my hammer
humor?
slipped and it landed on Elias's foot. Oh no.
Rolled a hit.
Holy shit.
I'm not saying as a joke, but if you wanted to actually hit,
That's it.
Oh,
18. You're off by 1.
Damn.
Just
your
meets,
AC
technically. Yeah, technically it just meets, actually.
it meets, then it still hits.
Wait, what are you hitting?
His
He's
foot.
dropping his hammer on his foot.
Yeah. You can't take a joke.
I lean over to Remy. I just lean over to Remy. It's like, did we lose our humor or something? Did we not teach you any of this?
So I will say that you will take 8 points of non-lethal damage to your toesies.
You mean my steel toe boot?
To your toes.
It bends your steel toe boot. It's a heavy hammer.
I. The funny thing is that technically, since it's sitting on my foot, I just grab it and summon it into my backpack. This is mine now.
It's my
Maybe
hammer.
a weapon.
Dickheads.
Oh my
It is
God.
just a hammer.
It is his
I still got
hammer.
my fist.
Oh damn.
It's in my backpack. Good one.
Alright.
I'm walking back to the ship at this point. I'm like, no, I'm done.
All right. So at this
Oh,
point,
God.
then everyone will board their ships and depart. And I'm assuming you're gonna go back to the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's your base of operations, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah. For this episode, it is for sure.
We don't even have like an actual proper. We just kind of meet up wherever.
Yeah, because when do Guardians really have a base operations other than the tower?
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Then again, like most of the shit we're doing is not sanctioned by the Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
So like, we need somewhere to meet up that isn't like, you know, with the Vanguard. That isn't like under control of the Vanguard. It's whatever. So,
Yep. I mean, the club right now is pretty much the closest thing that you would have to like a private little sanctuary to where you guys can meet up at.
yeah.
But yeah, like you don't have like any official place of your own for that. Y'all have your respective apartments where y'all stay at, but as far
Get
as
the
like
fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
Mom said it's my turn on Minecraft.
So it's my turn on the Xbox.
I'm taking another drink. There we go.
But you guys do make it back to the club, and Remy will be examining the sensor ball as you guys are walking back in, and you guys will just kind of plop back up at the bar. It's closed at the moment still, so there's no one really there. You guys have it was locked up in the back, so Cook just left the snacks still on the back kitchen there for you if you guys were hungry. But otherwise, yep, the club is yours to just hang out in right now.
Julius comes in. What the fuck are you idiots doing?
And Remy would just be looking in through the sensor and she's just studying it at the moment, just like, huh.
Anything
Well,
you want to share?
You're all staring at
just
her.
like,
Hello?
well, I think it should work. I mean, I don't see any broken pieces. There's nothing looks like that's out of place. Looks like it should work fine. And she just kind of like puts it back in her pocket and just goes like, I'm just if we how are we going to beat him?
Through the power of friendship. Say that as I'm taking like a drink of soda.
I'm gonna kill
She
you with the
just kind of
power
looks
of
at you like
friendship.
eyes half closed, like, come on, like.
I'm gonna kill you with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
Hey, you gotta have a little bit of humor. If you can't find the good times and the bad, then is there any good times at all?
Yeah,
It's not about-
if we didn't joke around every now and then, we probably have gone insane.
And already
High
insane.
stress situations need a little bit of
Too late. I'm already
Fair-
there.
levity.
Fair enough, but real talk though, like, how did you beat him before?
I literally beat the shit out of him with a sword.
I mean,
Elias was able to move at his speed last time.
Yeah.
and I mean, technically, we didn't defeat him. He ran away.
We won the battle
Wait.
because he ran.
You were moving at his speed?
That's why I asked about dark matter.
And she just kind of looks at her emblem like, "Oh no, this isn't dark matter. Um, this was," and she just kind of like touches the emblem, and just like, "This was actually kind of a gift."
I just pull up the recording of the fight.
Oh. And she looks at the image a little bit closer. Where did you get that? And she points to the dark matter emitter on your chest.
From the owner of this club, aka Malachi.
Malachi. I know that name.
Things are weird in this timeline.
I mean, didn't you say he
And
died?
she, as you say that, she just kind of like puts her head in her hands, just like, "Oh, you have no idea."
Why?
She's just kind of looking down. She's like, "The things that I could tell you, but it's gonna completely destroy the timeline." And
Well, if it's related to Malachi, what has happened in your timeline seems different from ours. Here's the one thing I suspect. You're not from our time.
Oh yeah.
You're from an alternate timeline.
kind of like how God Hand is splitting the multiverse into several pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Well,
plus, we already know Malachi does shady shit. Good and evil isn't black and white.
well,
Say it.
in my time, I don't really know much about Malachi exactly. I know the name, I've heard it, but I guess I've never really met him. Um, it's more of the things that kind of happen. You guys ever hear of the Red War? And she's like looking at all of you.
It hasn't happened in this timeline.
Nope,
I haven't been
no
around
idea
them
what that
long
is.
enough.
Right. Okay. And she's just kind of like looking around at all of you and looking back down, just um the Red War was a pretty bleak moment for a lot of us, and I mean the Great Collapse and the Red War and then darkness and then it's just there's so much that I could tell you, but one, I don't think a lot of it's related to our current problem, and two, uh, excuse me, and two, um, and she kind of looks to you, Uro, specifically, goes, "You, in particular, have an interesting, um, future."
Interesting.
Um, well, you, and she kind of like scratches the back of her head again nervously, like, you, sort of decide to go back to the distributary. It was after the Red War. You wanted to go see the land where, you came from. You left, and well, it's been a long time, and we never really heard from you since.
So I disappeared?
Well,
You
you
leave.
leave
Yes.
because you wanted to visit your your home. I mean I guess not your home, but the home of the Awoken.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
All I know is you wanted to go see it, and just haven't heard from you since.
So I went home.
And she's just like, I'm
Hmm.
a human, so I'm not allowed to go there, so I can't really go see you to figure out what happened. But I know you leave, and I mean I mean what would make you want to stay, right? She just kind of shrugs, just like I just know you go. You said you'd come back, but I mean I guess I don't know how long it would be.
I didn't say how long I'd be gone for? Or at
I
least.
mean, you didn't really know. You
Hmm. Okay.
after things happened after um another particular war with the Fallen, um an invitation was offered to you to go back to visit the distributary. I know you didn't want to go at first, but something changed your mind and you decided you wanted to go see it.
Tell me what? Did I even tell anybody what changed my mind? Or did I just. Something changed my mind?
Uh, Remy just kind of shrugs. She's, I don't really know. I mean, like I said, you were my mentor, and even you didn't tell me anything. All I knew was you wanted to go see it, and eh, it was kind of a shock to me personally because you were really against the idea for a long time. You felt like you could have did more good here than out there, but when things changed from the Red War, you seemed to want something more out of life. But you were quiet and very reclusive and didn't really share much of this to really anybody.
Well, and here and now, guess. I mean, I've always had to draw toward that, but maybe one day I'll go check it out. But I'm starting to feel I can do much more here, like you said, if that is the thing. I have connection there, but not like here.
Well, all I know is after the war, you felt differently about it, and I just never got to really hear it, I guess, from other you or the future you, or
That
yeah,
me,
future
yes,
you.
we get that. Yeah, that
I'm sorry. It's so confusing for me. It's just it's there's so much
I just
to
put my
think
hand on her
about.
shoulder. It's okay. I mean, we'll try and help you get back home. We'll try and do what we can here. I mean, we've been through a lot already. I mean, we're a team. We can do this.
She just smiles and she says, "I know you guys have well, in my time, you guys have been able to take down gods. Even I
Gods?
trust in your ability."
So much for not revealing a lot.
Excuse me, you said we're gods?
No, no,
Okay.
no. You've beaten them.
Yes, yes. gods. What gods are we talking about here? Hey, look, we're trying to defeat this god hand.
She reaches behind the bar and snags a bottle of whiskey, and she goes, "I think I've said too much."
You think?
And I just look at her and
She
before
pours
she
a
can-
glass.
before
She just pours
can
herself a
pour it, I
glass.
just go, loose lips sink ships, right? If you get drunk, you might say something worse.
Well, I look at it this way. Our future is unknown at this point because if God hand is like screwed around with a lot of stuff in these timelines, our timeline is it. The timeline is right now. What is it? Broken, splintered, shattered.
Fucked?
Yes, the
Wucky.
fucked. Yes,
Fuck
yes,
you what?
yes.
It's destroyed.
Timey wimey, all that stuff. I think the future thing could be changed really easily. Yes, but our future right now, you're here, he's here, and he's been all over the place. He's already messed up time. And as I see it, we're going to try and get you back. But if we reset everything, it will get you back. Whether you remember it is another thing, though, right?
Remy just shrugs. If that's what you think happens, I suppose. I mean,
I'm guessing. I don't know a thing, really. I'm just making this stuff up. I read it on a poster.
yeah, I just no. It's just
And I point to the poster behind her.
and she just looks at the posters. Oh,
I just
okay.
start giggling a bit and going, it's supposed to break the mood a little. Yes, it's tense. We'll get through this. In the future, let's just go with it and see what happens right now. Right now, I'm with my team who are more like family at this point because I got nobody else really. I have a couple other people, but this is the closest I got to anybody right now.
Isn't that sweet?
Shut up, Ash.
And Remy just smiles and goes, "Yeah, we've got quite the challenge ahead of us. So, Sapphire and I will figure out where we can install this thing to test it, and we'll try and track him down. Finding him might not be the hard part. How did you guys fight him before? I know you had that little
Waited until he had
Speed.
somewhere that he had to defend.
well, right, but I know you have your little speed chest dealy, but like, how do the rest of you deal with him?
We didn't. We fought his sight. Regarding our last fight, we just fought his. The rest of us just fought his disciples.
It was mainly just me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elias is the only one who really went toe to toe with him. I mean, we fired a few shots at him while he was on the ground, but
I'm not exactly built for speed.
Chonk.
that is an understatement to say the least.
Remy just kind of chuckles a little bit at that, just like, yeah, you're kind of a brick shit house.
Brick
Awkward.
shit house.
You're a
I am
chalky
an
boy.
asteroid, thank you very much.
He
Or
creates
goddamn
creators. Impact creator. He creates a creator.
Hey, remember that building you crashed through?
Oh, that was classic. Do we have the video of that?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we got to keep videos more of this stuff. It's epic.
I carry black matter. That was pretty much the extent of it.
The light protect. The light from. What is it? The light protects. Is what you said.
I mean, it did.
While
didn't
you were literally sinking into the floor.
it did protect me, did it not?
I mean,
So
sure.
are you showing off these videos right now?
No.
We
Okay.
don't have any.
We're just talking about these incidents. We're a bunch of old men.
we're
Just-
we're the
we are
younger
old.
versions
I mean,
talking about the older stuff.
from Ernie's perspective, we are very old.
Well, you guys are. I'm still young. Technically, I was only brought back that long ago. So the rest of you
I mean,
are
yeah,
older than me.
you're under a year.
Yeah, I'm just a baby. Look at me.
Is there a version of her running around, or is she a relatively new guardian? Or she's like,
Are you asking her?
Yeah,
Have you
I
tried
guess.
to find yourself?
Yeah, like, is there a version of you
No,
running
that would
around
be
here,
dangerous.
or are you just not, or were you brought back later on?
And she's
Yes.
just like, I guess I didn't think about that, but
Let's put it to
I was. I mean, it's not born, I guess, but like what, risen?
Brought back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
risen.
risen.
Would be the
I was risen, I guess, like a year before the Red War. So that was kind of more my time. This city is very small to the city I know. The city I know is
So-
practically a metropolis compared to this place.
Okay, that hurts.
Hmm.
Well,
Making me
mean,
feel
I mean-
old
at least
and shit.
in her time, we haven't died yet.
Then
Or
that's
in her time.
that's her future. Ours.
Just
Yeah, I
making me
know.
We
feel
don't know.
old and
Yeah.
shit.
Good,
Very
feel old, feel
sad.
rusted.
So
Get
you're
clapped, feel old.
so you've been a guardian for how long then?
Rude.
I guess 5 years.
Everyone's older than me.
Small,
Hmm.
small
I
child.
feel- Really small.
I mean,
Cause
Rona's only been
Sorry.
alive for a few months.
and
Yeah.
Remy just kind of, she's like, I mean, it's been like 4 years since the Red War, so yeah, like, I guess 5 years.
You're older than Eros.
Yeah. Well, technically she isn't, but she is.
At the moment, she is
Yeah,
older
so,
than you.
yeah. At the moment, yes. It's like
At the moment,
wow.
she's older than you. Obviously, she knows an older version of you that's
Yes.
older than her, but you're a year young. She is 5.
So
Oh, wow.
if
So,
I am older in that one, and you said I taught you stuff, does that mean what's the, what am I like now to then? What do you think?
Is he more mature?
Is he still a shitter? Can he not throw his knives?
Yeah, can I not throw my knife still? I just want to know.
has his ass healed.
Yes.
Has his ass
It-
healed?
Do I still have
Wow,
a
okay.
bullet wound there?
That's
From somebody else.
I guess I don't know if you still have a scar on your ass. I've never seen your ass. And she starts blushing.
We're so mean to this poor girl.
Oh,
We're being very mean to her. I almost feel
Sorry,
bad.
Remy, I'm just curious. That's all. Wait. Is there like a video archive that has particular videos from a particular point?
Different timeline, you dumb fuck. That
I'm
probably
just
didn't happen in their
asking.
time.
Do
Do you need me to punch you?
Oh.
Has the alcohol gone to your brain?
Sapphire will look to you and just go, no video. Mostly because it's no longer in my databank.
No longer? Do you not have an archive?
I do. It's just it seems when we went back in time, that information doesn't exist yet, so therefore it
Oh,
just sort of.
it's standardized the time. That's fine.
It seems so, yeah. At least for me, anyway.
Or is it because you're disconnected
Ain't that lovely?
from that timeline, like a network? Why do I know this?
Sorry, what'd you say? You're kind of far away from the
Sorry,
mic.
I'm moving around here trying to get out of here. Sorry. I'm dealing with a cat. No, I don't like you.
It's a cat.
It's a diseased one, as I call it. Go away. Sorry. No, what was I just asking? Crap. Dang it, cat. Uh, so you don't have any information? Is it because you're not connected to the your timeline?
Sapphire just kind of thinks about it and just goes, no, I mean, I have access to the network here. It's just that information that I had that was from, I guess, my time is just gone. I still have my memories, but anything like concrete or video is just
Hasn't
gone.
been put in yet, and you don't have it. Also, separate timeline
I'll be back in a
possibilities.
bit.
So, okay, that answers a lot there. Um, so what do you need to have that device work for the satellite?
Well, I need to get this connected to a relay that can at least scan the area and we can do a test run and at least make sure it works because we need to make sure it works if we're going to put it back up in orbit.
Okay, would any of us know possibility of if we can access a relay, or do we need to find out from somebody if we can access a relay?
Malachi would be your primary, access when it comes to the satellite network because he does have access to it.
Okay, can I shoot Malachi a message to ask him if there's a relay nearby we can use?
It takes about a minute, but you do receive a text message back, and he says there is a new sensor relay being built on the outskirts of the city. If you want to try there, be my guest.
And I shoot him a message back saying, okay, thank you. Message you the details of anything that's going on that we can.
Very well.
So, Remy, it looks like we have access to a relay station, or at least a relay of some sort. We can head out there and try it.
I'm back.
He's back.
Jeremy goes, all right, well, I better get to installing this thing then. The sooner we get on this, the better.
Okay, why don't we get to work on that and anything else we need to do?
All right. So as the evening begins to wind down, what do the rest of you guys do?
I'm gonna have to go have a chat because there's another fucking time traveler.
Chat with who?
Oh,
I'm gonna have to talk about it to the Vanguard, to my representative. Because at least we were fucking keeping tabs on all this shit, and this is something I should probably inform him about.
is that a good idea though? Because
I mean, it's open to discussion, really.
I just don't trust the Vanguard personally.
I said I'm going to.
Yeah, he's
have
going.
to.
Yeah,
He's
no.
going.
You don't have to. I don't have to tell them much about where this person is, who they are exactly. I just have to tell them that there's another one among us. Among us.
Among us.
Among us.
Among us.
No. Oh no, my hammer slipped again and landed on Elias's head. Oh no.
Oh no, he's dead. No more Among Us.
Let me see. So I get. Can I go with Remy to help her with this, or at least just be there if something's going on?
Yeah,
so I'll
if
just,
you want to.
I kind of escort her.
There's a certain technician that we all know that might be able to help too.
Oh no. I still.
Not me.
No,
me.
not you.
No.
I just sit here giggling. Oh my.
I don't know. Part of me is hesitant to trust Remy, mostly because of the fact that, like, we know God Hand has been like multiple steps ahead of us this entire time. And for all we know, and he's also smart. So I don't know. The idea of another time traveler kind of puts me on edge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing. This one hasn't killed their ghost.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
don't
it
know.
sounds like? You need some calm juice.
No, I'm not drinking the calm juice. I am not drinking the calm. These are serious concerns.
Everybody just grabs Ash. Here, just have a sip.
These are
Have a
genuine
sip.
concerns.
Just have a sip. Just have a little sippy sip.
No, these
Go
are
to
these are
sleep.
genuine concerns. Like, I just don't want to believe. I just don't want to believe we're playing into his hands.
Well,
Oops. Sorry.
I mean, if you don't trust her, keep a gun aimed at her back.
I'll be ready. Just
Oh, I'm going with her to kind of help out in that, but you know, it's kind of one of those
And
things. Keep an eye on her.
if
And by
something
the way,
is
the technician that I was mentioning is the girl that worked on the fucking
Amelia.
dark matter machine. Yeah, Amelia. Dude, I'm not good with names right now.
It's all right. There's a lot of names.
Yeah, no,
I don't know why I, can
a
remember
lot of
her
names,
name.
dude.
Amelia's a technician. She would know how to make all that work.
Do
A lot better than any of us.
I just know how to break stuff, not make stuff.
So,
Oh wow, very fun.
well,
Before I do go to the Vanguard, I'm gonna visit Banshee and see if those
Instead,
plans.
I'm making a gun.
Because we never had that discussion. Did he accept the
No.
plans to see if he could make them?
He did accept the plans. As far as making the railgun, it can be made. There's going to be some issues with you personally trying to use it, though, being a fleshy type.
I thought it was just a folding, basically 20 mil.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was thinking the other one. I'm sorry. You're talking the folding sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the anti-tank rifle.
Oh no, if we
It
make an
basically
anti-tank
is an
rifle, that's
anti-tank rifle.
going
It's a 20
to.
mil.
If we make like an actual like rail gun, that's going to Theo without question.
yeah.
'Cause he's the
Yeah,
only one
'cause
that can
it-
fire without
Well, so
breaking
here's
his
the thing.
arms.
For us, it's not going to be used in a standing position. You're going to be firing that prone from a long distance. You're not going to suddenly just pull this thing out and shoulder fire it. Fuck no.
Yeah, I
It
know, but
would.
I feel like
It's
yeah, no,
Theo,
but Theo
though.
could.
Well, no.
Theo could, and that is the point. And that is the point we are making.
hey.
But here's the thing. He can fire it from a standing position, but we could all fire it from a prone position.
Ooh.
It's still
Yeah.
extremely heavy and is going to require Theo to carry it.
Theo
Yeah,
is.
no, I'd rather we not turn
Collapsible
Theo.
to be able to carry.
The
Okay.
sniper rifle is. The railgun wasn't.
No, railgun's gonna
I
be
thought the
different.
sniper rifle is the railgun.
No,
No.
Pretty sure that-
Did
The
we pick
railgun-
up
the
two
railgun's-
different weapon designs?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Mhm.
okay. Because
Because you had the collapsible sniper rifle, and then there was the railgun.
When did we pick up a railgun?
They
At
got
the same time
place.
you picked up the plans for the.
They
Yeah.
were amongst
Okay,
the
then,
blueprints.
yeah, because the sniper rifle, from what I understood when we first picked it up, was a 20 mil, which is basically an anti-tank rifle.
I mean, I don't
Fair
know
enough.
my guns very well, so when
It's
you
a
say
big
20
round.
mil, I don't know what that means.
20
so.
mil basically means that it's a big fucking round. It's almost twice the size of a 50 cal.
it's a big boy.
Yeah, it's a big round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
a
mean,
big
it's-
fuck-off round.
Like, basically what you're pulling from it, though, is the fold-up technology to fold up a sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So that technology itself to be able to fold up like that, like you're basically applying that same technology to like your standard sniper rifle. It's just you have more mobility with it because you can fold it up.
Mm-hmm.
So that technology, yeah, you can basically apply this to your current sniper rifle.
Okay.
Oh wait, it could have been that there was two variants of it. One being more lightweight, while the other one's heavy as fuck.
One can be built that way, but as far as like you can get one like specifically built for that, or you can just apply the fold up technology, which will make it more mobile for you.
Okay. So what I heard was we're taking Theo, we're giving him a big ass gun. He's going to be the first Gundam.
We're turning him into a Gundam.
He's already got the
Yes.
shiny ass armor and the
I
coolness
am
to him
all
and the
for
thickness.
that.
I
He's
mean,
now a
so
Gundam.
yeah, what was Char's Gundam?
Theo just became a Gundam.
The big red one,
Theo is now a Gundam.
Zasabi or whatever. I'm forgetting.
Theo is now.
This is my life now.
You are a Gundam now.
Theo's just crying in a corner.
It's just the fallen. It can't be. It's a Gundam.
Just you wait until I go rogue.
Oh,
Just you
God.
wait.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. Now, as far as getting that done, you can get that done in the morning. As far as getting the sniper rifle tech applied to it, if you want. As far as anything else, I'm trying to remember back last session if there's anything we might have forgotten. Anything come to mind? Anyone else?
Not that I can think
No.
of.
I mean, we did find the blueprints for the graviton lance, but it was more of a prototype version.
You're gonna take my baby apart. They want to take it apart.
Yeah, fuck your prototype.
How much? I mean, what the railgun one? What would that be classed as? Besides from
A
Blur's
heavy weapon.
railgun.
I mean, it's a super heavy.
Okay, so okay.
Mm,
So if it would be classed as a heavy weapon, then yeah.
Yeah.
The real question is, what would I trade out for it?
I mean, or we could just make a lightweight version of it and just go from there.
I mean, it's situational. Just have it in your arsenal for like a situation like where maybe you need an anti-tank rifle.
Like suddenly we go up against a Hydra.
I mean, that was more of the unexpected portion, but
I don't have anything written in my notes or anything else really. I think got it covered.
I mean, if anything, I could probably trade out my heavy combat bow for the railgun if we do make it. 'Cause I barely use the combat bow anymore.
So what's my combat bow? I never really thought about that.
you
mean,
still use it. You used it a couple of combat sessions ago.
Yeah,
I
I know.
remember that. You're hitting marks with that thing.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, I'm still
What
gonna
do I
go
use?
talk to the Vanguard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be ending here soon, so we'll leave that for next session for you to talk to Nikon. Uros, you go and assist Remy. You guys will basically head straight out to the relay. You can't really miss it because it's a large sensor tower that's in the outskirts of town that's recently being built. There's still construction equipment that's around. And there's some people kind of walking around, but they're kind of off in the distance now at this point because the relay is considered like a construction site, so no one really goes out that way.
Okay.
And Remy's just kind of walking through and goes, I got an idea where I can slot this in. You're not gonna get in trouble, are you?
No, I got permission from Malachi to be here. He said, come out here, so we should be good.
Okay, fair enough. And she just turns back and keeps walking to the relay.
And I throw up 2 drones.
All right. Where are you sending your drones?
Kind of a little bit distance to scan around and keep an eye out.
All right, so you'll send your drones out to kind of scan the perimeter. Nothing really spots, like really shows up out of place or anything. It's pretty much the same construction site you've seen. Nothing spots out of the ordinary for you.
Now is the
Um,
relay kind of out in the like? It's not inside. Is it like a tower system?
It's a tower system, yeah.
So she's walking around the outside of it too.
Oh yeah, walking towards it, and you guys will, after about a moment, you guys will approach the base of this tower.
I want to take one of the drones, and while it's sitting out there, turn the camera toward her to track on her and keep an eye on her. Kind of like record what she's doing.
All right. So she goes to open the panel. Uses her knife and just kind of ting, just kind of pops it and slides it open. Sapphire will kind of pop out and shine a flashlight in there for her, and she, oh, thank you. Got it. And she grabs the little sensor ball, and you see her hand go into the panel, and you hear like the sounds of like metal clicking, just clicks, and then shink. Okay. I guess that's it.
Okay.
You know how to access this thing, right? And she's pointing to the tower with her thumb.
No, but I might know somebody who can. Hey, DB, can you give me a hand here?
DB pops out. Absolutely. This tower, I'm assuming, is connected to the city, so give me a moment, and he starts sifting through. You hear like little computer noises as he's kind of floating, sifting through his brain. And he goes, okay. Think we might be able to access it over here, and DB will float around the tower, and you just kind of see him just kind of go off. You follow him?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
So
is Remy following too?
Yeah, Remy is right behind you.
So, Remy, did I tell you about the past then? My past?
Well, I
particularly?
know a little bit, some of the stories you told me. You seem to be very fond of a particular story about Elias, and she kind of looks at you like a bit coyly.
Like, particularly to what about Alliance?
You seem to be very fond of a particular story of him taking a skydiving lesson, as you seem to put it.
Yes. I do.
It's literally your favorite story. You tell it like all the time.
Yes, I've let up on it a lot lately. It was something from the beginning when I first met him. Now, what else did I tell you about it?
Well, I mean, that was like your number one story you love to go to often.
How did I tell it to you? You tell me that story back. I want to hear it from somebody else.
Well, to paraphrase, wait, what was the phrase you used? It was Rorschach? Rorschach. Rorschach?
Rorschach, yes.
Yeah, Rorschach painting
Yes.
on the roof of a tower.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like, I mean, that's really, well, you really told me.
That's it, huh?
And I noticed it seemed to make Elias really mad, so I'm assuming that was him.
Yes.
You really like to push his buttons, don't you?
Sometimes. He's like a brother. Like I said, these guys are more like family. I let up on that story, and it's a good one because it was moments in it. makes us laugh, and I know it does irritate him sometimes, so I let it go.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a funny story. It's just um I've heard it a lot, and
A lot?
the details really always stay the same.
It's like what details?
Like how he dove 1,000 feet off of his ship. Um, I guess trying to make a graceful landing, but it just didn't work, and he went splat.
Yes, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I've heard other stories, but those stories are, I'm assuming, more um my Eros versus you.
Mm,
Because these are stories about the Red War. You had a lot of those.
Well, I haven't seen the Red War yet. But wait, that was more. We told more stories about the Red War. Did this happen before that?
Well, I mean, I was risen a year after, or excuse me, before the Red War, and the Red War to me was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of stories about what happened during the Red War.
I didn't really talk anything in before the story you just told me of Elias.
Um, and she kind of like noticeably slows down in the walking, and she goes, um, "You guys, how do I put this? Your focus was really more on what was happening in the future rather than the past. When we would talk, it would always be about, I guess, what was happening now, and because I mean, there was so much happening at that time. Even after the Red War, there was so many things going on that, well, it frankly got chaotic at many times.
So I didn't tell you anything before I met Elias.
I mean, I there were some stories, how you two met. You really were not very talkative about some certain parts of your life. I'm assuming that had to do with um, the speedster.
Hmm. Yes, there was
You you
some stuff.
didn't like talking about a lot of that stuff about him. But I know when he arrived in the last city, you um she kind of looks down. You were kind of petrified. Um when you first heard about this speedster running through the city, I I never seen this look in your eyes before. It was, well, I, I don't know if it was necessarily fear, but the look on your face said you'd seen a ghost, like he shouldn't be here, like he should have been gone. I didn't get a chance to really talk to you much in detail about before I got pulled here, so. But I know that look. You were really afraid of him.
I stopped walking And I'm assuming my back's to her right now. 'Cause she's
Yeah.
slowed down walking. I just turned my head. I take it then I didn't tell you what happened at a particular place.
She just kind of shakes her head and just, we never got to talk about that place. What place?
So, what is? Let me see. I'm just kind of
Stonehorn.
probing. No, it's not that. I'm playing the character here. So, shoot, what is Elias's ghost name again? Do you not remember it right now? I can't think. I got it on the tip of my tongue.
Sapphire chimes in. It's Paradox.
Good. You both know it then. There's things that I did not talk about, and even now I still have some difficulty with talking about. This was not in any of your archives, and I'm looking at Sapphire at this moment. Like any part of your memory?
Sapphire like shakes like in a no kind of emotion, just like, no. This this was the first we've ever heard of it. I mean, I guess you guys seem to have, but Vanguard didn't have anything on this.
And at this point, I'm dead turned, staring at them both. What do you mean?
She stops.
Nothing in the Vanguard's database? Nothing archived about what happened after I met Elias? What happened at... And I emotionally, I'm trying to control myself. At Stonehorn?
Remy just kind of looks at you, just she's kind of worried because you're kind of standing like in a standoffish kind of manner. She goes, I wasn't really a high-ranking official in the Vanguard archive, so it's not like I had full access to everything. So I guess something may have been classified, but
I put my hand on her shoulder,
me personally,
reassuring.
I never seen
I'm
anything
not
like it.
angry. I am trying to figure things out. I just want to know.
Yes, but and she's like, I know this tone, and I know you're not happy.
You're meeting me at a you met me in the future. At this time, I am still dealing with and always will deal with that emotional thing that happened. And it still, to this moment, bothers me, but I keep it under control.
I'm so sorry. I
just
and
put
she
my hand
just
on her
kind
shoulder
of looks
again.
down like I didn't know.
Not from the sounds of it, a lot of you didn't know. After I met Elias, the place that the people there, they took me in. I did lie to them by withholding who I was. They didn't per se all like guardians. He killed them all, except for a few that got away. Those people, I said I'd be there, I promised them, and I failed them.
She's studying your face as you say this, and as you say that, he that God hand killed everyone there, you see the look turn on her face to kind of a shock. He he murdered everyone you knew.
Yes.
That's why you. Oh, geez, now it's all coming together. And her hands kind of like rub her forehead, like, oh, it's. Oh, that makes so much more sense.
At this point, there's like a tear
I'm.
shedding down my face because I'm crying a bit because I'm just.
And she immediately just goes up and gives you a big hug, like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Damn it,
bring
Mike.
out bad memories.
Okay, you got me with the hug. Now I'm actually starting to cry. God damn it. There are memories. Theirs are my memories. But I hope to stop this person. But I can't do it without the team. And I have not trusted them for so long, and now I am really starting to lay into them for trust. Relying on them to do things that I can't. I can't even go face the one person who could have helped us here, really. And I can't go face her. I've already faced the one that Elias helped me save him. He technically saved everyone else from that point on. I was helpless. I couldn't do anything. I was angry at myself. But I started learning. Theo teaching me focus. Elias, well, being Elias, it helped. Even though I wanted to kick his ass a few times, but they are what I consider not just a team, but my family. And when Ash came along, at first I hesitated because I didn't know what Ash was like. Now I trust her. And sometimes
Remy's just smiling and nodding as she listens to you.
So I have learned a lot, and I guess I am glad I must have grown up and taught somebody else something.
Well, like I said, you taught me a lot when I first came to the Vanguard. I was very
Welcome to you, man.
undisciplined. I was very undisciplined when I first came, and you helped teach me to focus and to tap into that inner light.
You can actually thank
We
Theo for that.
never really got to talk much about your past life. There was so much already to talk about already that we just never found the time.
Sometimes
But
you gotta slow down and make time, even though things are going fast. I'm still learning a lot about this world. I'm still young to it all.
not much younger than myself, but I understand.
Let's get this tower up and running and see if we can find this bastard. Because we need to stop
Remy
this.
just gives you a a pat on the shoulder and kind of turns you around, and you start walking to the tower.
I stop for a second, turn back to her. If you want to get to your Euros, and if you do remember this, give him a hug. You probably will change his mind about telling you more. They turn around and keep on walking with a grin.
Remy just kind of smiles at the idea of it and goes, maybe I will. And you guys will, you guys approach a console on the opposite side of the tower. Sapphire's already got it opened up, and you see Sapphire scanning through, trying to get power to it. And in just a moment, the screen just kind of powers on.
Well, lights are on.
Sapphire goes, it should take a moment to engage the sensor, and we can begin scanning.
Oh, that'll be good.
So you see on the screen like images of the city in like a map form, and they're just flashing across the screen. They're just going. And as it's just flicking through like pages in a book. They're just flying by it at incredible speeds. And then it stops on a section on the northwest side of town, basically on the opposite side of the city. And then you see a small bing on the radar.
Where is the top?
Sapphire turns. That's on the north side of the city. Bing.
It's on the north side of the city.
Sapphire goes, yeah. Bing.
I get on the comms immediately to the. Can I radio the others?
You can radio the others, yep.
Theo, Ash, Elias, we have a location, and it's in the city. And I send
And with
coordinates to them.
And with that, we will end tonight's session.
Yay!
Okay, you got me with the hug. Okay, knock it off. Damn it.
Listen, I gotta flex my acting skills in some form or fashion.
Oh God.
Dave's acting reel
No.
features D&D.
Yeah.
Heavily features just D&D.
I play it out, man.
Yeah. And hey. Wait, it's not. Yeah, okay, shut up. Did you just send that or some shit? Yes, I know I'm a big softie, really, just because whatever. Shut up.
Look, don't be mad just because I know how to play at people's heartstrings.
No, it's Nick's.
Okay.
She's in the damn
Nix
chat.
is just...
I haven't been watching the chat at all. I'm trying to catch up. I don't know what the others are.
I think the you all lightweights is from
isn't it
when we drank.
Yeah, from the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
From at the bar when everyone except for Theo
I am
got
not an
fucked
ass.
on some
I'm just
some purple and blues.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
greens.
lightweights.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm a big softie and whatever. God.
It's a very nice thing to see.
Also, I was sitting there probing her, waiting for her to see if she's gonna fuck up the story somehow. That's what I was doing. I'm like, lead it on a little bit and see what she does. And I was waiting for a name change or somebody to screw up the names or something, or do something. I'm like,
well, you're doing you're probing her to see if what she's saying is genuine. And yeah, like that's the right idea.
And then you had to delve into, I had to push back into that story, and you delved into it. I'm like, oh shit, man, he's hitting me in the soft spot. especially when you said hug, and I'm like, damn it. So yeah, that was, I like it. And in the city, wow, okay. That one, I'm like, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
So that was a fun session. Is anybody like to
Time to
play?
face our trauma.
Yay, season of the haunted.
Oh,
It's
Jesus.
gonna be released this month.
Gee, I wonder who Ash's nightmare is gonna be.
Malachi.
Oh no, it's probably fucking
Oh my god. This is good.
it's gonna be a hive god.
Oh boy.
Probably Crota.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
Ash is an actual is actually like the character for my warlock in Destiny 2.
Oh no.
And hers is because I have a whole thing worked out with Ajax with with our characters' lores. During the Wrath of the Machine, like when that happened, Ash was there, and one person got absolutely like consumed by Siva, and Ash just had to watch that shit happen.
Oh my
So that's her
Trauma.
nightmare. But like, yeah, no, it's just big sad. At least it's not
Tonight on Blue's Clues, let's address childhood trauma.
fucking who was it? We have we worked out all our characters' nightmares. I can work out my Titans yet.
My nightmare's a reoccurring pile of bodies, you know. So I already kind of know where this is in those couple of things. It's scary enough. So,
Vic.
I will, let's see, followed us, Dova Dylan followed us 7 days ago, so that was back about the same time we were streaming then, or just after. So, and then we had a raid before that. They showed up. That was pretty cool. And that was for the Transformer one. And let's see, next week we'll do Transformers again, but hopefully I can curb it down for 4 hours because I have fun telling the story and you guys get into it, so I just keep going and I have fun with it.
Yeah.
Although my wife kind of like, are you done yet? So I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
She
we're
doesn't
having fun.
appreciate the Transformers.
No, it's just sometimes that she's doing stuff and she needs to make noise. So,
Yeah.
but anyway,
I gotta run to the bathroom, so you go ahead and do my outro for me.
For Space Coast Dave, he does stream. Follow him on his
He eats
Twitch.
ass.
Yeah, well, he's not here, so.
Eat ass.
But his Twitch channel, his link is up there, but there's a link down below. You can just click on it. You go right to his channel. The other 3 jokers in here, I don't even know what they do. They just sit here and bug us and, you know, give us hell. Mostly Dave because he's the DM right now. And so, yeah. Check out the Dungeons of Destiny, Velvet Fang, all their content's there, blah, blah, blah. But do you guys have anything you want to promote, go out with?
Nope.
Not to my knowledge.
For me.
Okay. You know, you can shoot a charity, be self-promoted here. I don't care. It's all for fun. You know, eventually have a Patreon. I'm still working on it. It's going to take me a bit because we're trying to figure out, we got to figure out tiers and stuff. So maybe some of you can join us in the Discord and that. But I got to set that up too a little bit for you guys because, you know, these jokers have pretty much free reign almost in Discord. So, as is.
I'm the only one who doesn't have free reign.
You don't?
I have no rights in the Discord.
Oh, I thought you did too. Well, most of the time, I need to set it up to where players have a different set of control and everything. But Migu does certain tasks in Discord when I can't figure crap out in it. Visor,
I'm the tactician.
yeah, and Visor is, well, he's like a moderator, admin, all that. So if some shit goes sideways, we'll send him in to beat your ass. And then Dave handles, you know, all the other stuff, and I handle everything. So, and there's Creaky.
Do what now?
Nothing. We were talking about you in bad ways. Well, they weren't.
I heard my name. What do you say about me?
You said you're a bitch.
Your now confirmed war is that you eat ass.
They did that as soon as you walked away. I was like, oh god.
I mean, for the right woman, I mean, yeah.
See, there it is, folks.
This is why it's 18 plus.
Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it.
Oh my
I
god.
still love how it's a confirmed fact that the U.S. government had to confirm that eating ass does not spread COVID.
Well,
things we talk
conspiracy
about here.
theories come up with such wild ideas. I mean, they have to be debunked, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay, while they talk
Eating
about
ass
eating
thing
ass,
is
I'm gonna
part
let
of the
y'all know
American way.
that that this will be put up on YouTube shortly. Hopefully, I can do it here in the next couple hours because it takes a little bit to recompile it and make it easier to upload and do. The things of video editing. Yeah, somebody got to do this the hard way. But anyway, are you three jokers? You sure you don't have anything? They all stream, but they lie about it. I know they do. They have to.
I really don't stream.
Yeah, he streams the most.
You're counting me.
He's
I
all on that
actually
War
have-
Thunder.
Yeah. You'll find Mr. Elias Norwood, also known as Blue Visor in reality, in other streams, causing havoc and creating mayhem.
Exactly.
And McGowan, well, we don't know what McGowan does. We just don't talk about it. Okay? And then Commander Bork is in charge of a fleet of battleships in space somewhere. There used to be a planet somewhere. We don't know where it went. So we assume they took care of it. That's Bork. Excuse me, Commander Bork. See, now I'm just going to sit there and go off on these little things with you guys. But yeah, all the links should be down below for Dave's channel. The YouTube should be there. And then on the YouTube channel, there's some links that I like to sponsor out for a couple podcasts. They're both the same group, Swerves Bar Podcast. They do a Transformer. They talk about Transformers, the comics, the lore, and all that. But also they do a Transformer podcast, Rise of the World Killers. Yeah, I just listen to it. I keep forgetting the title sometimes. So they're a great bunch of people. They've been giving me some ideas on some stuff. So, but check them out too. And then, like I said, we'll be here next Sunday, as long as we don't go completely insane. Although it's much more fun here soon. You guys want to say bye?
No.
Goodbye.
Okay.
There's no, okay?
Yeah,
Suffer.
just no.
I guess there is no goodbye.
I'll see you next week. Get some sleep.
Sleep.
Oh my god. Okay.
We have
Bye.
Y'all get sleep?
Yes.
Imagine not being
let's
an
sleep.
EXO.
Now, see, I'm using a Dave Attell bit from Comedy Central way back
Oh,
in
we
the
know.
day.